One thing I wanted to say back to our Deadpool conversation. I hate fourth wall moments. The only fourth wall moment I have ever like genuinely laughed at, like hard, like hysterical, is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where Carlton tells Will that we're rich, and Will goes, "Well, if we're rich, how come we ain't got no ceilings?"
Oh,
yeah. And it's just all the fucking stage lights.
Yeah, it shows all the stage lights and shit. It like pans up. That I forgot about that.
That's the best
funny.
If we so rich, how come we ain't got no ceiling? Speaking of which, did you hear this Will Smith single with Jaden?
I heard Will's part.
And Russ last
I
year,
heard Will's
or
part.
last month. Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, not great, Bob. I don't got anything for
The
it.
best Will Smith verse will be always on the Joyner song.
All I was saying is Will Smith is like the third best rapper that Jada slept with.
That's great.
He can actually rap though. That's the crazy.
No, he was a legend. I mean, look, DJ Jazzy Jeff, like that's a real thing. Like that
Yeah,
was,
like
he sold.
that was actually
historic.
Did you grow up watching Fresh Prince?
Yeah,
Adi?
of course.
Yeah, so it's
I'd be
like
waking up at like 5, 6 a.m. to watch that shit before school.
But yeah, I didn't know if the the generational divide. But like yeah, like Jazz in the show, that's DJ. Like they
that's
were
his
that was
yeah.
his DJ in real life,
Yeah.
and then they both got on the show together.
That's still the coolest handshake ever.
That
dog.
show was actually sick.
Yeah, that song Switch, Get Jiggy with it.
Yeah,
Miami?
Hillary Banks.
Huh?
Miami.
Yeah.
That was an iconic show.
Hey.
Hillary Banks.
Hillary Banks. Oof.
Daddy, can I have $100?
You know James Avery is gay, or was gay?
What? Uncle Phil?
Yeah.
That?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wait.
I read that
Uncle,
somewhere.
Uncle
I read
Phil?
that somewhere, so I'm running with it.
Uncle
No.
Phil was gay?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. But no,
Well,
that
he
was.
had two badass Aunt Vivs in that show. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what, for being gay, he
For
was
a gay
doing
dude,
alright.
he pulled some bitches.
He was doing
pulling
straight.
some
He
bitches.
was pulling.
He was
dog.
going straight though.
He was pulling some bitches, man. Dog, one of the great. That is my
That's the
favorite
best
show
intro.
ever.
That's
I
literally the
think
best intro.
That's my favorite show ever.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
It's probably
George Lopez is my favorite show ever.
bro, that's another iconic
That's
intro
George
too.
Lopez.
Man, I sort of
That was my favorite.
the whole thing of like
still watch
it.
waking up at
Oh
3 in
my
the morning
God.
and George Lopez is just floating across your screen.
Two-
Like,
Two underrated
His
shows
big
though.
ass
I remember.
huh.
2 underrated shows. Keenan and Kel.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's a classic. Like
That's
It's
not
underrated,
underrated.
though.
I don't know
underrated.
about that.
in some ways, I guess, but they also did get a movie. So.
And Martin. The Martin Show.
Hey, Martin.
I like Family
The
Matters.
Martin Show was
Family
the
Matters
shit.
is
Family
good.
Matters is
Family Matters
underrated.
is fire. Fucking the Wayans brothers was fucking great. That was a really good show.
That wasn't bad, yeah.
That was one I didn't see much of though, but when I saw
yeah.
it was funny.
What was it? House of Pains and Meet the Browns.
Yeah, and
Meet the Browns.
and
Meet the Browns was dope.
the other Wayans brother was on My Wife and Kids. That was a good show too.
Yeah,
My Wife and Kids.
Yeah, My Wife and Kids is good.
That's what. Yeah, that's.
I forget about that one sometimes.
Dude, that song is so trash. He was trying to get me to listen to Hannah Montana. I'm
Bro,
like, I think
that
song's
shit
trash.
is hard.
Dude, it's so fun. I remember
It's
when
hard.
that first
Dude,
came out.
that
and
shook the world,
it
dog.
shook the fucking
Nah, that
world,
shit
bro.
is trash.
Everyone wanted to be the Migos when that shit came out.
For real.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit is trash. I
You're
don't know how
tripping.
people like that song.
Adi, you were not outside, bro.
That's what I'm
You were
saying,
not-
bro.
You was
Potty
not
already
there, bro.
crashed
You
out. Hey, listen, we
hold
got.
up. It was 2000. What year were you born?
We got.
2003. Bro, you were 10. You were not
That doesn't
outside.
matter. I was listening
He
to
said
rap.
I was
listening to rap.
outside.
Hey, I was playing Hannah Montana. He looks at me and goes, "Is this Hannah Montana?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. What you mean?"
I
Hold
heard
up.
that shit in so
That
long.
actually might have been 2011. What
Hey,
year
man.
did?
All right, we got to start the pod. Now that
Yeah, it's already
potty
9:30.
officially crashed out, that's the cue to start the pod. We don't do the clap no more. We don't do the clap no more. It's just whenever Adi says something ridiculous, that's when the
2013.
pod starts.
I was
Yeah. Yeah, 10 years old. Eating
Quick
crayons and
math.
listening to Migos.
Quick
I
math.
wasn't a kid, like a baby.
What was your favorite?
Yeah, I still knew words.
What color
I
was your
still knew words.
what color was your favorite flavor of crayon?
Yeah.
I like the red ones. They taste the best.
Nah, orange, bro.
Blue.
It tastes like Starburst.
this man doesn't eat blue crayons. Welcome to episode 25 of the Rap Cave Podcast. I'm your boy Chris Platte with some of the best friends I got in this thing we call life. I got my boy Crisp Apples. I thought that was a very nice thing to say.
That-
That
It is
was a
nice-
nice intro.
I thought that was a very nice thing to
You
say.
said like the best friends.
Look at that.
What, am I
We're
gonna
30
fucking
seconds
lie?
in. He's crashing out already.
Well,
Okay,
don't worry,
fuck.
I'm gonna be crashing out this whole pod.
Crash the Audi.
This man, all right. See, look, that's what I get for trying to make a moment.
You want a #1 spot in your heart, bro.
Yeah, I do.
Clearly.
I better
low-key.
have that shit.
You got work.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana.
Just so trash, bro.
I'm with my guys. Chris Apples, Money, Murr, Birdie,
And Yachty.
and Potty.
Crash the Audi.
Potty
Crash
crashed
the Audi.
Potty crashed the
Potty
Audi.
crash the Audi.
No
Hannah
doubt gonna
Montana.
crash out this episode, man.
I got mullet. I got what?
Fresh off the Olympics, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not spoil the results because at the time
Nah.
of this recording,
What a good
it's
time.
not out
It
yet.
was a good time.
Great day.
Great
good
time.
Great day.
Phenomenal.
We
Phenomenal.
got good
day.
content and it was good team building.
Yeah.
Just gonna say
No,
this,
we got
never-
great content, but I'm pissed that the only thing that's posted so far for the Rap Cave Olympics is not a great look.
Not a
for
good
me.
look on you.
It's not
no.
ideal. So we'll go behind the scenes here. So I give Money Murr this clip, or I tell him, hey, cut up some clips. He's like, I got you. So he cut up that one. It's a good clip. I'm rocking with it.
Good content.
I'm with it. It was funny. It was well edited. So then I sent him a couple other ones. I was like, oh, this would be a good one. This would be a good one. Them shits ain't up yet. And guess what?
They probably ain't gonna be up.
I look a lot better in those than I do
Yeah,
in this
the only one that's up is you bricking, and then your
Yeah.
mom being like, "You
Chris,
fucking
you suck."
Yeah. And like,
Thanks,
this
Mom.
guy-
I do it for you.
yeah.
The
This
fucking
guy,
emojis.
this guy, man, this guy's been waiting. I talk a lot. I talk a lot of shit to him, so I should have expected to not get the favorable clip. But you go clip those other ones. You go
No,
clip
no,
those
I
other
still
ones.
got to clip the
Hey,
one
I'm
of
just gonna
Chris
say this
Chris
right
going
now,
Schmack
behind the
Daniels.
Hey, behind the scenes, I'm never drinking a Miller like ever again in my life.
Yeah, that shit was fucking
High
disgusting.
key.
Yeah,
High
it
key.
Disgusting.
wasn't the best idea, but there's
No.
not a lot of There's not a lot of great options.
That
there
was
either.
where we went wrong without spoiling the results. The case race, everything else was beautiful. The case race,
Was
we
trash.
underestimated what a case race was.
Yep.
And how to do it.
Well, as I've stated, also most people do a case race over the course of a night.
Yeah.
But
Not
we did it
in-
within
not
the course
in-
of
not
7
in
minutes.
5 minutes. You know what
And
I mean? Like,
I
yeah.
puked how many times?
Next year we're doing just
5?
we're just all doing like 3 shots to start.
Something
Fuck
like
it.
that. Yeah,
yeah,
we'll
fuck
come
it.
up with something. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
we'll
times
just
did I
do
puke? Like 5? 4?
So yeah,
Save
a
it for the-
couple.
Around there?
Save it for
We
the
all
Sounds
need
vlog.
alright.
I
even
puke once.
even
That shit
though
was nasty.
out of all the activities, that was the one that we needed the biggest break after,
Oh,
and that was the first one.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
dude.
That
Yeah.
was crazy.
That was fun though. That was a good time.
Good time.
Y'all see so Trump's got a new this isn't a political podcast, but Trump's got a new VP. This VP's
My boy
been making wave.
Yeah.
Fucking couches. Y'all
my-
seen this?
My boy, fucking couches. He's
You didn't see
I
it?
haven't
I didn't
really
see
been
that,
on the
no.
Trump.
Oh,
news
Chris,
recently.
hold up. I'm gonna send you something right fucking now. I got it.
So to fill you guys in, basically what it is, he wrote this book like a couple years ago or something like that about. It's like his memoir about his life.
Trump?
And no, his VP, his
His
name's
VP.
JD
Oh, okay.
Vance.
JD Vance.
I know Vance. I saw him.
Yeah, JD
Like,
Vance.
He was at the convention, the Republic convention.
And so essentially what happened was he had this part in this book that he talked about putting a rubber glove between couch cushions and fucking it when he was a kid.
That's crazy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But he didn't. No, but that's the thing. So he didn't actually like say that he fucked a couch. So this is the full story. So this is
Hold
why
on.
this is
What
why the internet is the
fuck,
best.
bro?
So he didn't say that he fucked a couch, but like Twitter obviously took it and ran with the jokes. It's like, oh, this motherfucker's fucking couches or whatever, and like they're. And so then like the Associated Press puts out like, you know how like Elon will put like those Twitter disclaimers on a tweet saying like, hey, this is actually false, blah blah blah, this happened, you know, like this is not true because of this and that. So they originally had it up as this is not true. He has never fucked a couch, blah blah blah. Like that's the AP.
That's just a crazy thing to have to
That's
defend
insane that
anyway.
you have
But
to
the
defend
part
that
that
shit.
gets better, the part that makes these memes so much better, is that the AP then took it down because they realized they can't prove that he didn't.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
They can't
it's all-
prove that he didn't.
Although he didn't technically, yeah, it's like in the
It's
the
the
way he
gray
said
zone.
it, he
It's
didn't
the gray
technically
zone.
say it, but they also can't prove it wrong either
Yeah.
because
That's
it's possible.
insane.
And then also he got there was he posted on Twitter like
Couch fucker.
a couple years ago or whatever. He basically, so when you look up certain keywords, it'll bring up posts and it highlights those keywords together in whatever the post it is. So, you know, it'll be like bolder to show the words that you looked up. And the two words he looked up were woman and dolphin. If you could imagine where that goes.
I'm done thinking already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
just...
Well,
it's been a bad press week for American politics. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
no, it hasn't been. It hasn't been
that's-
ideal. Hell of. Go
Yeah.
vote, everybody.
Yeah.
Speaking of things, speaking of fucking things you probably shouldn't. Tory Lanez, prison tapes.
Prison tapes. I wanted to show you guys the snippet. Did you hear it?
I heard the snippet.
Did you hear-
Dog.
But it sounds.
The song dropped though.
Yeah, but the snippet. It sounds incredible.
It sounds fire.
My
like,
first
for-
impression when I heard that shit, oh, he's getting all the ass he wants in jail,
Oh,
dog.
for sure. Conjugal visits
That
all
man,
day.
that man is cleaning up.
But,
That man's cleaning
it's
up.
really crazy, like, because them jail phones are terrible
Yeah.
Yeah.
quality. So what my speculation is that he recorded over the jail phone and then they AI'd it to,
Yeah, that's what I
because there's no way.
It does
And
not
look,
sound that good.
the number one rule of audio
He's
recording
gonna
is that
crash
your
out over
bass
AI again.
your
Here we
bass
go.
recording is dependent on you can't fucking polish a turd. Like your bass if your bass recording is shit, you're not gonna be
Yeah,
able
you're
to
not
clean
getting
it up
anywhere.
that
So
well.
you
in
definitely use
post.
the AI.
Yeah.
It has to.
Now,
But
did they actually say how long he's actually going to be staying in jail? Like, is it actually official now? Like,
I feel like he's gonna get life.
An official sentence.
well,
Yeah,
he
he
had
has
no, I
no
know he had an
sentence.
official sentence, but is there a chance that he can actually get out earlier?
There's no bond.
If you get an appeal.
Yeah, if he, I think he's trying to work on it.
10 years in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And there's no bond right now. There's no bail.
That's a
Well,
lot.
yeah, because I mean the court case is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
When did they do that? Like months ago?
What?
Like more months
Hell
ago.
no.
yeah, I think it was like
That
it
was
was
like
a
2
year and
years
a half
ago.
ago. Yeah,
That was like two
year and a
years
half ago,
yeah.
something like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
where he finally got sentenced. I
But it
have
sounds
no way
good.
to I have no way to transition, but yeah, it does sound good. Prison tapes. All I'm gonna say is you got a hell of an engineer. Hell of an engineer, and you got a hell of a competition because Ti man, that's the goat. Ti is one of the goats of prison tape music.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
for real.
That's
Over
crazy
Gucci?
though. Like,
Not over
was gonna
Gucci
say
though.
Gucci.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gucci's
not
gonna be
over
the next
Gucci.
name. Yeah.
They probably see.
I was always
but
the
that's
TI
the
guy.
difference. They gave. I feel like they gave Gucci a mic though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They
still
let him
put
get in
there.
the booth.
Ain't no fucking way. Yeah, that man had a
Definitely.
booth. But
Definitely.
I have no way to
Burr print.
transition this.
The burr print.
the burr print.
I have no way to transition this. But the other thing I have in my little intro topics here is Gambino and Drake. Talk about
yeah.
pointless.
Yeah,
Talk about
Beyond
fucking
pointless.
pointless.
That's beyond pointless. Yeah.
Talk about pointless, man. Like, I do want to shout out Ella. She made me re-listen to the Gambino album. It's not terrible.
it's horrible.
It's horrible. Yeah, you're right. It's not terrible. It's horrible.
It's a horrible
Nah.
album, but I'll tell you this right now. What's
It's
that
straight.
song called? Yo.
yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's the one where he's dissing Drake.
That's,
yeah,
that's the
Yosemite
shots
or
at Drake.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
That shit was
and I
ass
feel like
too.
that's the
But-
only rap song on the fucking album. 'Cause
Yeah,
when
it
I
is.
went through
There's
the album,
there's like there's
Well, Gambino hasn't been rapping for like 15 years now.
yeah
and there's a reason he should not
and
because
there's
that song
one
was
other
terrible.
one. Look, when I walked into it, not really seeing it as I wasn't expecting.
No, I
him to
wasn't
bar
expecting
up,
a rap
you know what I
album
mean?
either.
what it was actually called. I'm
I was
trying to think
hoping
of the
for a
name.
rap album, but I wasn't
But
expecting
it's-
it.
Yoshinoya.
yeah.
Yoshinoya.
Yo,
I think so.
Yoshinoya.
Something
Yeah, I
Whatever the
think
fuck
that's
it
right.
was,
yeah.
it was garbage.
It's more of an R&B album, and look, I mean, in my opinion, some of like the songs on it aren't all great, but objectively, it's not bad music. It's just not necessarily my thing.
It's
not.
just
It can
yeah.
be like someone. Not
Yeah, there's
someone's taste, yeah.
there's a couple cool songs on there. So,
Yeah, I liked track 39.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, this beef is stupid because like
Trash.
the whole thing has been Gambino from the jump, just being like clout chasing, just like unprovoked. Hey, you know that I was dissing Drake and This Is America, and it's like, all right, cool, I guess.
Yeah. So was This Is America was originally supposed to be a whole Drake diss track, right?
Apparently, for what reason he never clarified.
That's also
Exactly.
extremely
Like-
ironic considering Drake's Canadian.
Yeah, like I'm
not-
guessing that was a theme.
I'm not
of
gonna
it.
lie to you
Oh.
though. The shots he took at him, I kind of like the song. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
It's
the
a great
song's
song.
fine.
That's
It was
the
some
best
good
song.
The
shots.
song is fine.
That's
the
the
beef
best
is
song
just
on the
weak.
album.
Obviously, you're gonna bring up some shit about like children and shit. Every
Yeah.
single time, it's always that about Drake. But like, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That was a good ass song. I'm not gonna lie. And I
That's
don't listen to Gambino.
No,
like
but that was the one song on there that I was like, oh, this is a fire song.
Yeah, I did
all
show Ahmed
through
the
and through.
song before we.
See,
got
I like
here.
more of the R&B poppy songs on this album than that one. I don't hate that song. but-
I think I had the best reception of it. out
Oh,
of the
yeah,
whole
by
group
far.
la-
I
last-
showed Money
last
Mirror.
week.
I showed Money Mirror the song before we got here in the car. He did not like it, bro. I'm so surprised about that because honestly, it was actually a really. I love the when the beat switch up a little bit, right? When that.
Yeah,
song,
yeah. No, it's like a
that
beat
shit was
switch in
hard.
there.
That shit was hard.
But
Like,
I think
Shit
Amer's
was
going
doo-doo
in with
cakes.
the I hate Childish Gambino. So
Yeah.
He's just not an artist for me. He just doesn't do it for me.
I
Which is
can't.
fair.
I'm waiting for the day where he comes on a podcast, Money Murr, and he gets up there and he's like,
Call Me
you
If
know
You Get
what?
Lost is the best album.
no,
ever
no,
made.
no. Come on, man.
No.
That's we got to operate in the realms of reality, and this is already far fetched. What I'm about to say. Comes in, sits down, and he goes, my opinion's changed. That's never gonna fucking happen. That's it.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen.
One thing about
never
one
gonna
thing
happen
about
with him.
Money Murr, he's got some staunch opinions.
And they do not change.
They do not change.
Ever.
Nope.
Ever.
yeah.
I never seen adjustment. Never. But hey, do you?
This man has never said the word actually.
Back to the. No, he says actually, but he.
I say that a lot.
Yeah, he says that a
Actually,
lot.
Actually,
But he never
to be
says
fair,
it.
bad
But he
example.
never says it in a way that changes anything.
I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, I do say it. Just
Yeah.
actually, not how you think.
But- Back to the cause I'm not trying to revisit the album. More so like the Drake beat. That shit is corny. It's lame. Apparently Gambino's son is named Drake, so it's just like, at this point, you're the one that's reaching for the shots. You name your
you.
son Drake. That's
And
an obsession, dog.
and
That's
to-
an obsession.
and-
Is that
and
not?
all-
Bro,
and
it's weird,
I think
bro.
the entire everybody of all people can agree that Gambino. They don't even. What are you doing? Why?
Bro,
did-
it's weird as fuck.
you don't. You don't
He's
want.
on
You
some
don't
weird
want the
shit.
smoke.
He was weird.
You're not gonna. You don't. Nobody.
You don't
even,
care about rap. You're literally retiring.
Nobody even puts you on a near plateau to Drake.
Yeah.
Like so
Not
it's
even
not even
close,
not
bro.
even close. They're not even in the same building.
No.
He's
So
not
it's
even worth like Drake competitors. Like the niggas Drake was beefing with throughout the
At least,
motherfucking beef.
at least they were worthy.
He's
and
not
they
even worthy.
Metro
of them.
was
like,
more worth
Future,
it.
Like,
Bro, Drake's
Future, ASAP, none of them. Like
Yeah, they're all smoking.
they
Drake
all-
and ASAP's got a song with Cole coming.
yeah.
You see that what I put in the chat?
Yeah, I heard I heard an ASAP snippet today too from the new
That shit.
the Tyler song off.
Did
the
you
album.
see what I put in the chat?
I seen the I just seen
My
the Tyler
boy-
thing.
My boy said,
No, I seen your man Frosty.
yeah. What he said about the Drake and Cole.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
I've
just
seen
before we move on to that, I
Yeah.
literally think Drake's worst songs are better than Gambino's best songs.
No, that's fat. That's just
No, 'cause-
unbelievably false.
Because the one thing
Gambino has great songs.
Take
It's just
out
not
take
the-
out Redbone. Don't even put Redbone. in there.
How's that not count? That's a Gambino fucking song.
Hold
No,
on.
I'm sorry, but
Let me see
I
something.
and this is always my go-to.
Hey.
Ratchet Happy Birthday. There's no not
There's a lot of Gambino songs better than
Look.
that, but obviously Gambino's nowhere near the class of Drake. Like you're saying something you don't actually. You're just saying something wrong.
Okay, look.
How am I saying
So
something
Ahmed, wait,
wrong?
you're
You're
saying
saying something
Drake
100% wrong.
objectively, as good as he is, he has a lot of fucking
And
bad
Childish
songs.
Gambino-
The intro
objectively
to
has
Scorpion
great
is
songs.
literally. I can't name a single Gambino song better than that song.
Are you sure? Sweatpants? Sweatpants?
That's what I'm trying to say. I just picked
No,
a
I
random
think
fucking
their songs
song.
better than
Yeah,
Survival.
but that's
I
not
think their
his.
songs better than Survival.
From
that
Gambino.
has.
That's
Yeah,
not
the
what I
intro to Scorpion, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that Survival?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not what I said though.
Oh, what'd you say?
I was
Sorry.
just saying like he picked a good song.
Oh.
like,
Yeah,
to go off of. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
but
like
that
he
I
picked
would
a
say
bad
that's
song.
like middle of or like
Okay, Desires
lower
with him
of-
in Future.
Hell
What's that?
no.
Desires.
That's a top tier intro. That's probably like top 5.
No, not.
I'm
intro.
talking to him.
Oh,
Wait, Desires Future. What about that record? That's better than anything Gambino.
yes,
No.
100%.
not
I still don't think that's
no,
better
not
than
anything.
I ain't gonna say better because I don't even listen to Childish Gambino, but I know I'd rather listen
But, like,
to Drake's
Gambi-
worst song
What-
than
what-
Gambino's
what I-
best song.
what I-
That's
the
what
only-
I would
like I
rather
said,
do.
but when it comes to Gambino, my biggest opinion is that "Awaken My Love" is it's a fantastic album, but it's not even close to the realm of rap. So I would understand if that's not your thing or whatever. It's more soul music. It's got rock elements, shit like that. And
But you
I
can't
love,
objectively say a guy that's released over 1,000 songs that his worst song is better than a guy who's released 100
I mean,
songs.
that's it's clear,
I mean-
clearly exaggerated.
Yeah, no.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't
but-
think he really sat
That's
here and
all-
listened
that's
to
all
every
but
objective
Childish
on.
Drake,
Gambino.
Drake
I'm just making sure he looks
does
crazy,
have
that's all.
filler.
That's fine.
That
Said him wrong.
Drake has, I mean, some of the strongest songs ever, but he notoriously also has filler.
Yeah,
I know.
and that's it. That's it. That's
And
it.
that filler sounds good. Gambino's
Right,
shit
right.
don't sound good. There's a difference.
Was Like
Don't
it's
throw an
filler. It's
actually in
filler.
there.
Like
what would you consider filler?
is that discrediting?
Honestly, never mind. For all the dogs.
Okay, that does. I'm not gonna
But
count that.
for all the
That's-
dogs got a lot of good songs. I honestly never mind.
I
It's a good
strongly
album to a
disagree
lot
with
of
that.
people.
For all
What's
the
that?
dogs is a great album for me.
For all the dogs has grown on a lot of people.
Yeah,
For sure,
I
I've seen
love
over
For All the
time. But
Dogs.
honestly,
actually
Never
up
Mind
there
was a
now.
good album to a lot of people. So I don't know if that's like one.
But-
Honestly, never mind. It's a good album to a lot of people.
Yes, it was.
I think
I can't
to
agree with
a lot of Drake people. I think.
Honestly, Never Mind, not my shit. I'm just going off
No.
what I seen people say. Like I
But
seen
that's why.
when
That's
that
why,
shit
but
first
that's,
dropped.
that's
it was,
where I think the algorithms be algorithming.
That because that album, although and like trust me,
No,
I
but
like
you know what I
that's a
mean.
fact.
Like,
You
I
know,
like
that's
that
a
style of
That's
music,
a
and I like Drake in that style. But like that album was so forgettable. Like there was not besides Sticky and Jimmy
Texaco
Jimmy
Green.
Cooks.
Yeah.
It's like and yeah, maybe Texaco Green. Outside of that, I can't tell you what another.
They
song
tried
off
to make
that album.
Massive stick too. That wasn't
Massive, yeah.
it. But anyways,
Wait 1 second. Before we get off the Gambino topic, because we're about to hop off him soon, because who cares? Anyways, this is probably for all you guys that don't know like what he said in the songs. I got some of that shit written down. Yeah, that's.
let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Hey, yo, I'm
Body.
Chill
Body,
out.
let's go.
I was
man.
listening to the record and
Best
I took
episode
out
ever.
some of the things that Gambino actually said towards Drake. I didn't get all of them. There were more. There was like a couple more that I missed. But he said, "I'll put your boy in the seat. You got some biz in these streets." The boy is Drake, obviously. He's talking about Drake in that one. "I find your house on the map. People around you, you ain't slat. They plotting when you slat. Fuck with my kids. You fucking your life. You fucking these hoes. I'm fucking my wife."
That's a
He's-
chance ass bar.
and then he said,
That's
the
a
last one I
chance-ass
got,
bar.
he said, I didn't get the whole bar, but he said his career is in a blunt. I mean, okay, I disagree with that one.
Gambino.
Because,
his
brother,
career's
your
in a
career
blunt.
has been in the blunt
That shit
since
has been.
I was 5.
Yeah.
Let me tell you straight up, bro. Gambino, you put Gambino and Drake head to head.
No, nobody's doing that.
Adams, give me
yeah,
some popcorn.
that will
bro.
never
I love
happen.
this.
Like,
I
that will
love
never
watching this.
happen.
Give me some popcorn.
got
Watching what? Me just.
Yeah,
cook.
you're
You're
spazzing
cooking.
right now.
Well, I'm just telling you, like, what
No,
I.
it's a good
And
thing.
then
That's
you're
a good
interrupting.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
Let him cook.
shit, I'm just trying to get involved more.
No,
Anyways, I just be listening to y'all. Y'all be y'all be screaming and shit. I'm just trying to like think of something. I just hear screaming in the background. I'm trying to actually talk, but like, damn, y'all be going at it, bro. Sometimes and it's just like,
So
holy
jump
shit.
in, have fun.
I'm trying to jump in.
Yeah.
That's what
And you're
we're
doing a
doing.
good job.
All right, thank you.
Nobody
Anyways,
say you're not.
yeah, are we still on the Gambino shit? Like,
No,
You just fucked it up.
bro.
cause like low key, I'm trying to hop off that.
Yeah,
Bro was eating, then he stopped eating.
Bro was flying the plane and just couldn't land it.
But yeah,
just
for
couldn't
all of
land
you
it.
that don't know what
still
happened,
talking about
that's
Gambino
that's the shit that happened. Man.
We were about to move.
No, Drake
giving
dropped.
you so
It
much
could have
credit.
been such a seamless transition, and then he had to do. That's like ending a song by saying, "This is the end of the song." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, you killed it. But the funny part was,
All right, look, bro, I'm just
The
trying to
funny
talk
part
shit
is you
up.
killed
Everybody
the
shut
end,
up. Next thing, where we're gonna move to? If we're not talking about Gambino, I don't fucking care. I don't care about Gambino to begin with. I don't give a fuck.
okay, I'll let you get something else. Double XL. I know you want to say some
Double
shit
XL,
about that. Go
dude,
ahead.
that shit was fucking dog ass. I'll tell you that right now. What the fuck did I listen to? You give artists 30 seconds on a fucking beat? That shit. He came out of bed to perform for 30 seconds. Like you got out of your house, put your
Sounds like
shoes on
me.
to go record for 30 seconds and stop.
well, to be fair, maybe they weren't delivering more than 30 seconds.
To be fair, 30 seconds can be a lot.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
All I heard was mumbling shit.
I've seen.
Bro, Big X the
I've
plug?
seen the general consensus from what I've seen is that most people have said that Mexican OT had the best verse in the cipher.
Yeah, I listened
did.
to that, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, that man was rapping like he was trying to be Eminem. I'm gonna be real with you. That man was rapping so fast, I didn't even know what the fuck he was saying. But anyways, Mexican OT, he's still a good artist. He can't freestyle for shit though. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
None of them.
Second.
What'd you think of- what'd you think of Big X?
Second, Big X the plug. That motherfucker has the heaviest accent. I can't even tell you what the fuck he's saying. His big ass. I don't even know, bro. God damn.
We fat shaming now? Damn, that's
No,
crazy.
I'm just telling you right now. That man's
That's
at least
crazy.
490, right?
Average size X the
Yeah.
plug. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I'm not even fat shaming. Sorry to all you fat people who are watching. But no, for real, that ass.
Like the video. Like, comment,
like, comment, subscribe.
like, comment,
Fuck.
share, subscribe.
God damn, that means we're not gonna get a like because America fat as hell.
That's a bar.
That's crazy.
That's a bar.
Damn.
All right.
Someone take take the mic away from him.
Disagree.
Give us
Take the
back
mic
on
away
that.
from
Man,
him.
y'all cooked today, man.
Listen, man.
This
Yeah,
is crazy.
It sound like y'all
Birdie
on
has
it.
It's low-key a little hot in here, I ain't gonna lie.
Birdie has been
chilling.
quiet. That shit's funny.
He said,
Right
"Somebody
now
turn
the
the AC
hazard
up in here, please?"
the hazard lights are on. We done smacked like 3 trees. Everybody's out the car.
Smack the curb.
I don't know what's going on. It's chaos in this motherfucker.
No.
No one's home.
No, that was
Lights are
good.
on, no one's home.
That was
Exactly.
good, Adi.
Adi, I think you're good for
One
the
thing
whole
I picked
episode
up
for
though,
now.
Adi
Keep
over
getting
here
better.
cooking. Y'all shut the fuck up, cause y'all
Yeah.
make him lose his train of thought. Then he get the
Yeah.
spiraling out.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
Adi, I think you're good for the rest of the
He's-
episode. You ain't gotta say a
He's
single
good.
word.
No, he's good. No, keep going.
Keep going. That's what
He's
we
good.
need.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
He's gonna get better at it. Watch. He's gonna get better at it. But new music. New music this week. We had Mustard. We had Ice Spice. The
Fuck, I
lovely
forgot to
Ice
listen to
Spice.
Mustard. I really want to listen to Mustard and shit.
Mustard was
I really
decent.
want those
It
two. I
was pretty
forgot.
good.
Good ass album, man.
That's good.
Those were the albums. The Gordo album that had the 2 Drake singles. That's the only reason everybody knows about it. But
Never
Ice
heard of him
Spice
until-
killed that shit.
I have not
Yeah.
heard of that man
All
until
right,
today.
now y'all gonna piss me off. Bro, I don't give a fuck. If you're throwing on Ice Spice, I'm walking home. Throw
All right.
her on, I don't
No,
give a fuck.
Look,
Bro, hold on. Before you say anything about Ice Spice,
Hold on, bro.
who the fuck thinks of the name? You think you the shit? Parenthesis. Fart. Parenthesis.
you have a point.
What kind of shit is
I
that?
agree with you.
That is
Okay.
shit. Like literally shit. She's not even a fart because she's ass. I'm gonna be straight up with you. She's ass. She has like 2 good songs, if that. I don't even go back to them once.
Actually,
you
that's
say
false,
something
'cause-
too.
false because the whole album is actually good.
Birdie.
Ice
Back me up.
Ice Spice album over Vultures. I'm putting it there right now.
That's the end of this
Ice Spice album over Vultures. I don't give a fuck.
All
I
right,
don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Adi, you ain't even a fart, bro.
At least,
you
at
ain't
least,
even a fart.
at least have an Ice Spice album. Got some bops. What is he talking about?
Let's
You gotta
What is he
round
talking about?
table this. Because
What is he talking
I've been
about?
waiting to talk about this all day. I wanted to text.
I can't believe you just said that shit.
Bro, the intro was better than Vultures.
Oh God, except for Carnival. Like Carnival.
Fat
is
Butt
the
was
other
better.
thing. Fat Butt was
Carnival was
hard.
fire.
Fat Butt
nigga.
was so hard,
Listen to
bro.
this.
And then
Fat
give me the
Butt
light.
hard.
Give me the light.
BB Simon, nigga.
That
Riot-
shit was
bro,
fucking
Riot,
trash.
Riot did his
That
thing on that
BB Bell
motherfucking
bullshit.
production. That
Bro,
shit was
she
hard.
that was
said-
hard.
She said, I'm as poopy, but I never smell. What the fuck?
That's a
hard to
fucking
you.
bar, nigga.
That's
Bar.
hard.
That's a bar.
It's not a fucking
Hey,
bar.
what's the name of the album?
Bro,
What's the name of the
I'm
album?
sick of y'all.
What's the name of the
I swear to
album?
God, it's the-
What's the name? Hey, listen.
You wanna
Pause.
stop? Look,
Pause.
hey,
What's the name of the
that
album?
shit was hard.
This is
What's the
problem I
name
had
of the
with 21
album?
Savage, you were like, oh, this shit's hard. He's talking about
What's
poop, dog.
the
Fucking
name
definition.
of the
Shit pissed me
album?
off. Fuck.
What's the name of the album? Somebody tell me the name of the album right now.
Y2K.
Okay, so who are we appealing to right now? A bunch of young ass fucking kids.
Dog.
That's who we're appealing to right now. So yeah, she gonna say stupid ass shit like that to
Get
go
mad
to,
again,
to
please.
trend, nigga.
Dad.
Duh.
That was incredible. That was
I am so happy
incredible.
we recorded.
Y2K over Vultures.
Dog,
I'm standing
facts.
on
I can't wait to
that. Fuck it, yeah.
He said,
Y2K over Vultures.
Get that shit out of here. Throw it away in the fucking garbage. Crumble that album
that
up
shit
and throw
outta
that
here.
shit away. Cause
I don't like it.
motherfucker-
This shit stinks.
Bro, I know y'all only like her because of
Bro.
the ass.
That's
I'm gonna be
not-
real
no,
with you.
bro, she spit.
What did you? What's
No,
the first?
okay.
Hold on.
No,
Hold
all
on. What's the first thing you told me when I want to listen to the album? Did
album
you see the
cover?
album cover?
The album cover was
I don't
hard.
give a
What
fuck
you
about
mean?
the album
No,
cover.
it's not.
How is-
album
how is
cover
it not?
Hot fucking garbage.
Hot garbage.
Bro, that
How?
literally
The album cover is
the
not that
title
bad.
of the album is on
Who
a
you
garbage
snitching on
can.
yourself?
Dog.
You're gonna sample. You're gonna sample. What's that song that she
Sean
sampled?
Paul.
You're gonna sample that and ruin it?
Oh my
How does she ruin
That makes
it?
me want to rip my hair out. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Ice Spice is trash. I see her as nothing, bro. He called me sexist today. What the fuck? I got some female artists I fuck with.
No,
but like,
no. Did you not say I don't fuck with female artists? Don't lie to me.
Not as heavy
Don't
as
lie to
male
me.
artists.
No, don't fucking lie to me.
Yeah,
Did
obviously,
you say it?
Yeah, I did. Not as
Thank
heavy.
you. So he
not
just
as heavy.
proved himself.
But like, do you
He
listen
literally
to,
said I don't listen to female artists.
listen,
They're trash.
You show me every artist, a girl artist. I don't give a fuck who it is. Doja Cat shit. Ice Spice is shit.
Alright,
Bro,
dog.
Come on, dog.
Not
don't
Come
give a
on,
fuck,
bro.
But look,
He
look.
crashed out.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
He's
keep-
burning.
keep crashing out.
He's burning.
You
He's
turn
burning.
on
He's
Doja
burning.
Cat
He's
in
burning.
your
He's
car?
burning.
Yes.
Yes. What the fuck?
Those
He's
are fine.
burning. He's burning. He's burning.
But-
Car is on fire.
Look, but also at the same time, look.
Fucking Ice Spice Spice
No,
is better.
look.
Y2K over vultures.
No, that's-
110%.
Yeah, Y2K over
That was
vultures,
the
but
best episode. I swear to
I'm-
God.
all right, look,
You say that every episode. man.
I'll play devil's advocate for a second. Is that I
Can you
don't
get mad while you say it?
no,
I'm saying.
Bro, his face was funny.
He was
as
like,
hell. He's like taking a shit.
oh, just like Ice Spice on every song she fucking makes, dog. She's always
You ain't
talking
even
about,
a
Oh,
fart.
wait, you're on my
What?
side.
What? Listen, dog. I'm trying
Hey,
Hold
listen.
up. Okay. What's up?
Go ahead,
This
go ahead,
episode
cook.
is me.
All right, this is what I'm gonna say is that I'm not gonna look to play devil's advocate. I don't think it's necessarily sexist because you don't watch the WNBA, but you like basketball.
I don't watch basketball in general. What do you
But-
mean?
you
D-
don't-
were
but
we
you
not
damn
watching?
sure ain't watching
Hold
the
on.
WNBA.
What were we
Oh,
watching
so
yesterday at the bar? Was I into it?
Baseball.
Oh, female.
you
No,
have
softball.
It was
Tiger-
female
Tiger's fun.
soccer.
No, actually, I think tennis.
Women's
is fun,
soccer.
honestly.
Why I
Yeah,
say
look at
female
him trying to-
soccer?
Women's soccer.
Yeah.
But anyway, look.
Exactly.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey,
Why?
they
Why
were
2K?
cooking.
I
They
gotta
were
know
cooking,
this,
bro.
dog.
2 goals in 1 minute.
I wanna throw this in the round table. I want
Crazy.
everyone to get talk their shit. So let's start with Platte and let's spin it.
What about
About
Ice
Ice
Spice?
Spice album.
It's cool. Like it's fine. It's fine. Like, you know, I understand what it's for. I understand. Like I may have throw like, so like when I have a certain environment around me, like you know, I'll sneak a couple of those songs that I like off the album on that playlist for that particular setting, you know. But to me, like she's cool. I'll say this. I'll say she flashed more than she's delivered right now. And that's okay because she's a young artist. Like I want to actually like on a real note because I know we were just wilding for a minute, but on a real note, I will always say that like remember her first performance and how everybody ripped it and how awful she was. Like she's actually she's become a good performer now, so she is growing. I'm gonna give her that patience to continue to grow. Again, it's never really my lane. It's for. You know, it's for the women. So
Listen, I ain't saying
for me-
she was on the album saying anything crazy, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, no.
but
it
if you
wasn't
listen to that
anything
first
crazy.
album and then you listen to this album, bro, this album way harder than that first album. Like you can literally see like some type of growth
Yeah.
in her music. On top of the fact the producer she got, Riot, that nigga is cold.
He's
That nigga
cold.
cold.
Yeah,
I
he
swear
is.
to God,
I-
I don't know what he doing,
You
but
make a good
them
beat.
Don't you- I ain't gonna lie,
beats
though,
he
the
got
last
inspired,
album
and then the
wasn't
production,
terrible.
like that
I-
BB
I-
Simon
I-
production
I'll
was
be honest,
She had
I
Deli,
didn't even
she
know
had-
there
that
was
BB
another
built
album. I
the
never heard
production
the
on that
first
bitch is so fucking hard. That's the coolest thing about that song to me is the production. But that intro, that shit was hard. That shit was
Yeah,
hard. That
yeah,
shit
the
sound like
intro was
Nicki.
hard.
Like everybody was saying it
But
sound like Nicki. It really
that's
do sound like
exactly
Nicki.
but I'll get to my point. I'm not gonna.
Go ahead, nah. Say
No,
that.
because that's my issue. Is that was such a direct fucking bite off of Nicki, and also on the I think what was it called, Papo or something like that, whatever. That was, dude. It was literally a Young M.A. song, which like it's crazy to even think. I don't listen to Young M.A. I haven't heard about her in years. But when I heard that, I was immediately like, this is. It's exactly a Young M.A. song.
Yeah, but you
your
said-
cadence,
you
your
name it,
flow,
you
your
name it.
everything, your lyrics, everything.
Everybody you name is all from the same area. So how you know it's not an influence?
it's
of
not
other
regional.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
That's-
like it's not like she sounded like somebody from California. She sounded like
That's a good
somebody
point, Birdie.
from New York.
Which is fair, but
That's just like Peasy sounding like motherfucking Babyface Ray or V sounding like Babyface. It's like
which
they
is,
all from the
look,
same.
look, and that's where like I'll give it because I know that, and I'll give the benefit of the doubt. But at the end of the day, if it's so fucking direct to me. Like when I heard it, I was like, this is insane how much it sounds like. Like I get the influence and everything, but if there's no change in delivery, then why not just go back to what the original? Like you know what I mean? Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm
No,
not
I
saying
get
look
that.
that happens in look. We're at this point. We're running out of new shit to make at this, but like in all of society, right?
She went upside down cross too now.
But
Crazy.
Oh yeah, they were saying that.
She wore that at
she
the
was
Super
doing
Bowl.
that. Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah.
I don't think that's.
You know
That's,
what's
that's
so
not
crazy?
even
It's not
upside
upside
down.
down,
That's
no.
It's
regular.
not upside down.
Oh, it
No.
looks from far. I don't know. I can't even tell.
But she
anymore.
did have that at
Look.
the Super Bowl.
Oh damn!
Hey.
I didn't know she announced the tour.
Try it
Another
out.
thing about Ice Spice is
Huh?
that she'll be
I'm trying to
nowhere.
go.
She'll be nowhere without TikTok. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
A
for
lot of-
sure.
a lot of
'Cause
artists
Well, I
do
mean,
that.
I mean,
that-
yeah.
obviously.
That's a
lot
lot of
the new
artists
artists
like
now.
that.
Like, dude, that's the big thing now. That's how you get out there now.
Yeah.
It's just through TikTok. And yeah, because Munch blew up. That was what got her out there. You know what I mean?
Back
Just-
then was
I think it's gonna-
MySpace or
It's
whatever
gonna be
the fuck.
interesting
Yeah.
to see her place in a couple of years because
I'm not excited.
And it'll be interesting to look at it,
Yeah.
regardless of where it is, if she grows.
Because she's
if
still
she doesn't
technically new. Like,
Yeah.
she's still new.
That's what I'm saying. And like I'm always give her grace because she said "To Pimp Butterfly" is one of her favorite albums ever. So I'm
She's
gonna
not
give
Which
her
is
some
crazy
grace.
to hear her say that.
It's so
We give
crazy
it
how
two
he
good.
still slips that in.
She's
Yeah.
ugly as fuck.
All right, no, now you're talking.
Nah,
crazy.
okay.
Like,
See,
how-
now you're
what's-
crashing.
what's-
Does your girl watch the show too?
But I'm just saying, what's pretty about her, bro?
I don't know everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Well,
I like her better
everything-
with the longer hair, obviously, but
Nah,
Yeah,
bro, I
I'm a
don't
long
care
hair
what she
guy.
has, but
Although
she's not even-
there's certain women that can
her
pull off the
face
short
is
hair.
so
I don't
ugly.
yeah.
Did-
Like she literally looks like fucking Chihuahua.
all right, you're crashing hard
Yeah,
now. But,
yeah.
All right.
She don't look
You're
that
reaching,
bad, bro.
buddy.
Chill.
Bro, I'm telling
It's
you.
all right, bro. Just say you're happy, bro. Just say you're happy.
I'm just telling you.
No,
I
man, that's crazy.
highly disagree. With
All
Bro,
right, I
tweaked
think
out.
I think that's all we gotta
Bro,
say.
Hold
on
up.
tweet,
No,
bro.
I got
Oh.
more notes. Let me just get.
that. Okay, my bad.
Oh,
Let me,
yeah,
let me
that
run
boy-
through
that boy fishing for a clip.
The last couple of
I'm
things.
fucking
One,
Olivia Rodrigo over her any day.
He fishing for a clip.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
one-
she's gorgeous.
One
I don't
thing
even know.
about
I got
that,
some shit like.
that really stood out to me because I wasn't looking at the track list. I just played it while I was at work. Right. I don't know what happened on that Gunna song. Her mix is fucking terrible. on
Yeah, I
that
did
song.
not.
It's
That
so
that
good.
Gunna song was the only one I didn't really fuck
And I
with.
started to think about it, and I'm like,
But Gunna
the
slid on
thing.
that.
Yeah.
He did, but she did.
The thing,
Yeah,
the,
I agree.
The issue for, and like this is, I guess, getting to a technical level, but look, she has now access to whatever the fuck she can go to any studio, any engineer, any
Yeah.
whatever. It's like the mixes are so inconsistent. Songs are louder than other songs, and that to me like. Although, like, yeah, it's not the biggest deal, and people like that's not how people are listening to it. People aren't going to this to say, "Oh, listening to it as an album and dissecting it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are picking songs they like, putting them on a playlist.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
it.
I did.
But listening to it as an album, the inconsistency as far as the mix in general is
Well, yeah, of
kind of
course.
fucking crazy. Like,
I think
It's also
people
crazy.
think-
10 songs, 23 minutes.
I
like,
think
that's just
people
always gonna
think
be
it too
crazy.
hard for an album that's not even
It's more of a fun album.
thought
You know?
like thought provoking or like thoughtful or anything like that.
Right,
It's just
but-
like
but
a album like
it's more
a
of-
song she probably just made randomly type shit.
Which,
like,
which is like yeah,
I
it's
know,
fa-
but there has
it's
been
fair. It's about
quite a bit
it's
of
about
gap though
cleaning up the
between
edges.
releases.
That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It is, but I don't see Ice Spice cleaning up.
I'm gonna
the
tell you
edges.
this right
It's
now.
it's literally a
but
fun album.
even still, like,
Hey.
if it doesn't take much attention to say, hey, make sure that everything is at the same volumes. Like to me, what
No,
to
no,
me
I
what,
get-
what
yeah.
it seems like it is that she was in a bunch of different places, recorded in a bunch of different places with different
That's the
engineers.
thing. And you can tell when you actually work heavily on an album when you transition a song into like the next track, like Eminem did on The Death of Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Those tracks were transitioned perfectly. These, no, there was like a 10-second cutoff before it gets to the next song.
There
Like,
would always be like almost every song had like 10 to 20 seconds of just flat beat at the
that's
end.
what, exactly.
And so like,
Let's-
but that's fine. I'm not expecting that.
yeah,
from her.
whatever.
Whatever. But that's not as. But to me, it's still the difference. It like to be that my and it's the same thing with Kanye. I said the same thing about Vultures. Is that the mix? There's like when you have the resources to not have it like to me, there's no excuse when and it's not even.
I agree.
It's not even in their hands.
I agree.
They're sending it to someone anyway. You know.
Yeah.
All right, look. Tell me in a couple years if you're still listening to this Ice Spice album. You're not.
No, this album.
Th-
no.
I look for albums that age. This album's not gonna age. Any album she drops is never gonna age. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean,
'Cause
her
it's
other
shitty.
ones already.
Well, that we can't say because
I can.
I don't
Oh.
hate Ice Spice, but
I don't hate her.
she also does not bar up at all.
Yeah.
Like she says nothing.
Nothing.
We don't need Ice Spice to borrow. We
Yeah.
didn't.
No.
Ice Spice never came in the game off fucking bars. She came in the
Yeah.
game
I know.
off
She not
No,
rapping.
sex
I'm-
appeal and ass.
I'm
man.
not saying I.
I
Accept,
ain't gonna lie though.
all
Her
these
flow is
expectations
incredible.
And
people
fun.
have for
Like, and
fucking
fun.
Ice Spice is
See
just
anything.
ridiculous.
Her
no,
flow
at
is
this point.
crazy though.
No,
Yeah.
Her flow is insane.
Her
No,
flow
it
is
is.
crazy.
It's fire. And the only the other thing I was talking to my coworker about is like one thing that which this is kind of the status quo now, but it's still something that kind of bugs me is like it does feel like she's making the same song over and over.
Yeah,
I
and
will
that's
agree.
where
And
that's where I'm gonna
that-
give her more
that's-
time for growth.
I don't
If she
think-
doesn't,
Yeah,
then-
which I get. Like I look, she's got a lane, but having look, you look at obviously it's apples to oranges.
I'm gonna disagree, and I'm gonna need you to give me examples, like two,
Yeah,
three
'cause-
songs that sound the same.
Every
that
song
went
on this
viral.
album, she's damn near flowing the same. Besides the one that sounds like Nicki and the one that sounds like Young M.A. Her pocket's almost always exactly the same.
That's New York in general, though.
No,
Like
not
New York,
necessarily.
New York drill. For once she's on the New Jersey house music wave type shit right now. So a lot of that shit always be sounding the same. So like when it comes to New York style, a lot of niggas do the same shit. Period. A lot of people do the same shit. Period.
And
So
let's
like,
be fair.
I
Let's be
don't-
fair. There's plenty of artists
don't
that can
Go
do.
ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go
I
ahead, do
thought you were at the end of your point.
No, go ahead, do your thing.
The one thing I want to say is that there's a lot of artists that can do one thing, but they do it very well,
Yeah.
and it works. Like
they stick to
a
it.
totally different artist, but Currency, he does. You know exactly what you're
What
gonna
you're
get from
getting every
Currency.
time. Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz
you get
Khalifa
it,
every time.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and so like to me, like I'm not hard on Ice Spice because if that's what she ends up being, that's fine.
Yeah.
Which is fun, and that's what I'm saying. Look, I'm not
You know?
saying there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but as how I like to consume music,
Yeah.
that doesn't.
Yeah, it's
that-
not
that-
reaching you. That's fine.
because again, like
I mean, again, we're not
Currency,
we're not the podcast. We're not gonna be the go-to podcast for an Ice Spice album.
Exactly.
No,
Like,
we're not. That's
Like-
why.
But
we're
like,
not.
yeah, it's like Wiz Khalifa. I was a big fan of him when I was younger, but again, it got stale after
did,
and
yeah.
Currency got stale after a while when it just.
Yep.
I got sick of Currency quick, to be honest.
She is young enough in her career to where it's not.
It's not over,
It's not
yeah.
a detriment.
Yeah,
yet,
it's not over yet. No.
But that's where I want to see where it goes past this because I want to see if it continues to be as similar as it is right now. And the beats change or whatever, but it's the pocket. The pocket is just always kind of in the same spot for me.
Oh. shout out to Ali, man. He's doing the behind the scenes work, man.
Fuck.
He's doing the producer work that Chris should be
Anyways,
doing.
Can we get off Ice Spice? Because I fucking don't
Yeah.
care about her at all.
If there's one thing Adi's terrible at, it's transitions.
Literally.
Oh yeah, you can put Chris on those transitions. You go ahead.
So, all
well,
right.
that's what
You
you
gotta
just
wait
did.
for. You have to wait for them to happen.
Yeah.
Since we don't want to talk about Ice Spice anymore, what's the next topic?
Yeah. DJ Mustard, the other big album of the week. Fellas, how we
Great
feel about it?
production.
To be honest, I listened to like 3 songs.
Oh wow.
Maybe four.
I listened to the whole
great
thing.
production. I think it was literally amazing. Same thing. I'm gonna give Ice Spice the production too. By the way, since we're off of her now, just to say that her production was great. Sad that someone had to ruin it, but anyways, great production on Mustard's album. Obviously, he's a fucking DJ. He's fucking knows what he's doing. Great features. I love a lot of the songs. I
The
don't
4
think
songs I
disliked
heard were
any.
hard. My favorite song was the one with just Travis alone.
Yeah,
The
I-
parking
that-
lot?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, the
was
single.
which
I
was
was waiting
which
for that
was
shit to come out.
That
unreleased?
flow is so tight.
Unreleased, right? It was
No, that was
unreleased. I feel like I heard
No,
it.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a single. I played it like for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
like
No, that
every
shit was-
Because I know I
Every
heard it.
pod,
before.
yeah.
I know I heard
Yeah,
that
no,
shit.
I,
Yeah, I was
could-
dancing
I could
to that
say
shit, yeah.
there wasn't like a flat out bad
Bust a
song on
move
the
to that.
album. It
No,
was
no.
all
From
good.
the 4 or 5 I heard, there wasn't a bad song. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
no,
honest.
There was just one that was iffy about. It was the mother.
Well, there's a like.
Yeah, there was a couple of those
It-
like personal deep cuts where it's like, okay, that's
I feel like it's weird when you have to approach because you kind of have to approach when it's a producer making a posse album with multiple people. You kind of have to approach it a little differently because that's like a situation where it's like you're getting kind of a lot of similar throughout the whole thing. So it's like and so you compare each of the songs because they all kind of have this similar twang to them because that's Mustard style, right?
Yep.
Cool.
But I think, dude, it was entertaining the whole time. I was engaged. Like,
I want to say this. I totally disagree with that point you just made because that's what I was expecting and that wasn't what I got, and that's why I'm not gonna say not a fan of the album. The album's cool.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't love it, and I don't love it, but I'm also fascinated by the decisions he made with this album. Like, following the events that happened, the most easiest thing in the world was to make this the most LA of all LA music ever.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He literally, actually, when you look at this
went away
compared to the
from it.
rest of Mustard's catalog, he completely ran
This
away
is
from
least LA.
I won't say
Yeah.
completely ran away from the LA song because
Yeah.
it was LA songs. But there was a lot of other non-LA music, and I thought that was really interesting considering what the state of the culture is right now. Like the state of the culture right now, like
and where Mustard is
like
in how he's involved with it. At the
like
moment.
yeah, like that would have been a layup to me. And again, I'll never knock an artist for going against the grain and trying. If you fail, you fail. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'll give my honest opinion, but I'll never knock an artist for trying to creatively push themselves. But I'm stunned that he did it, because this was the record for you to go LA.
Right.
And matter of fact, this was the record for you to now get anything you wanted LA ever. Because you just did Not Like Us. Like, you are on top of the world right now. He literally said it. He's like, I don't need an album promo because Not Like Us. And that's true. So, like, he was in a situation where he could have really unapologetically went LA, and it would have went so hard, especially in the West Coast. And it's still going to be held down in the West Coast because obviously he's a hero there. But I don't know. I was interested, and I want to talk to. I wish my phone wasn't the phone recording, because I want to call my boy Will Gill, my LA guy, and see what the deal is out there in LA. See how they're receiving. I'm gonna talk to him, but I just thought that was interesting. Were any of you guys kind of surprised by that, or did any of you even think of that?
I thought about it definitely, because you kind of got it in the first. You had
like, he literally has the fourth song where he shouts out the Midwest in Atlanta.
The craziest name I've ever heard in my life. Blue Bucks Clan.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, I honestly
that song was actually hard too.
You had him, yeah, that was hard, and he's clearly
the
very
Kodak
LA.
Interlude was fire.
Oh,
Fire.
Yeah, really,
Fire.
really
Yeah.
good.
Kodak went
But
crazy.
I don't look.
Prayer.
Then
Yeah.
that shit was hard.
following directly that, you have Vincent Schoolboy, which
that
honestly,
was one of the better songs.
See, I was kind of disappointed in it. I wasn't because Schoolboy and Vince are two of my favorite rappers. Like,
I think it was pretty good.
Well,
Yeah,
just
I thought it was really good.
I was expecting something a little more substantial. Schoolboy had kind of a short verse. Like, it wasn't. I was expecting more from it. It wasn't bad inherently, but like,
I heard 1 through 5 and then Yak's Prayer before I went in for work. Those are the only ones I heard. The rest of them I didn't hear yet.
I could have sworn I heard you listening to the whole album in your room today.
No, I
This
wasn't.
Anyways.
motherfucker be snitching.
How?
I don't know. I feel like
I was
we
listening
did.
to the Ice Spice album. I wasn't listening to this.
I swear you like skimmed through like the whole album.
yeah.
Anyways,
Skim through, meaning the 6
He was
songs
in
I
his room.
listened to.
He was in his room twerking. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Anyways, yeah. So
With
what
his
I was
feet
gonna
up
say.
on the wall.
Yeah, wall twerk.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Facts.
He was on her dick today, bro. It pissed
No,
me off.
bro, that's a good album. What do you mean?
The feet on the wall is nasty.
That's crazy. Anyways, this album really did. I still see a little LA in it. Not as much as his other shit, like, obviously, but I still see some LA in this album.
Oh no,
Harmful
there
it
is
is.
because look, and that's what I mean. So
Whatever helps you sleep.
to your point, Platte, where you were saying like it wasn't what you were expecting or whatever, but
Garage is chill.
maybe it's like maybe it's more like
Birdie.
producer brain or whatever. But I through the whole thing, you can definitely hear Mustard through the whole. Like, you can hear his, even though it's like kind of derivative from his like signature sound in some ways,
sure.
but there's elements that are always.
I agree.
kinda
It still
Mustard
felt
throughout
Mustard. It just
Right.
again, you would have thought that every single song on this album had a stomp.
To me,
Like,
yeah, right.
That's what I was
You know what's also
expecting.
funny is that Ty Dolla $ign in the album.
Yeah.
Not great.
He's got two tracks.
oh,
but,
he's cool.
Dude,
Not great because listen, bro. Kanye made that man into Drake from that Vultures album.
Bro,
I'll tell you
shut
that.
the fuck up
No,
already.
that has nothing to do
Bro,
with
let's
nothing.
please not talk
Can
about
you
Vultures
shut the
no more.
fuck up with
I'm just
Vultures
bringing that up
already?
'cause of Ty Dolla $ign.
No,
Who
that-
gives a
Please,
fuck
please,
about
listen.
Kanye
Vultures,
did,
bro?
dude. Ty
Kanye
Dolla
made it
$ign
into
has
Drake.
been
Can we-
extremely relevant for like
I'm gonna walk
14
off this
years,
podcast.
dude.
I ain't listened to the album, but did he have Tyga on there or not?
Tyga. No.
No.
Damn,
No,
he
he
failed.
didn't.
Tyga.
That was- He should
He had
have
Roddy.
Tyga
should
on.
Oh,
have- he
also
should have Tyga.
did any of you have a problem with track 11?
What was track 11?
No, like I don't.
No, you know what?
So it
you
was
know-
like
you know-
X'd out for me. I couldn't play it.
Oh no, I didn't. No,
But-
I heard it, and you know what's crazy about that?
It had a track list, and then like
That song. So Mustard, as like we know, he was on top in like 2014, 15, right?
yeah,
That song out of the entire album sounds exactly like that era. It sounds like it's LMA or whatever, but it
LMA,
sounds like something. I don't want to say
maybe
Janae
my phone
Aiko.
was bugging because
don't-
I didn't
yeah.
hear that.
100%.
For me, it was blacked out and it just said track 11.
I don't want to say like Janae Aiko, but it sounded
Oh, I love
sounded
Jhené Aiko.
exactly like something Mustard would have made in like 2015. So
was-
that was a good. That felt like I was back like in high school or whatever.
Yeah, it was
But
Ella May and Roddy.
my favorite one honestly was the Future and Ty Dolla $ign and Charlie Wilson. That
Yeah.
shit that shit is
That shit was
that
hard.
was insane.
Future-
That was my
Future-
favorite beat on the whole
I love
album.
Charlie.
I
Charlie
was
Wilson just
I
could never
was
do wrong.
so like mad. Young Thug didn't have a better verse in that last song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that song was like a chill. That
No,
Yeah.
I expected better from Young Thug, bro. Even though like he's still in jail, I wonder what verse they even used. Is that even part of the shit?
I mean, he's been working on this album for years, so I feel like that was a legit verse that he had. Well, I
Which,
won't
like-
say legit, but
it's
You know what I
it's very likely that was
That
actually
was-
already there.
yeah,
No,
for years.
it's very likely that that's the same beat he was supposed to use for that verse.
Like
Yeah.
you could tell you can kind of tell which songs are like. I think the Vincent Schoolboy one is probably a little newer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like shit like that and whatever. But overall, it was great. But I was, dude, the beat on the Ty Dolla $ign and Future one, and Future fucking goes crazy, dude. It's
He
so
always
good.
does. He always delivers.
Yeah.
Every time. Every fucking time.
I don't
I
think
want-
he's had an L.
He
I-
don't miss, dog.
he don't.
It's crazy.
It's just his voice, his vibe every song. Like,
He
it's
just
him.
know. He just again.
just
He
him.
knows what he does, and he sticks to it.
That's
you know?
a guy who can't make a bad fucking song.
And
I
I'll
swear
tell you
to
right now
God,
that-
like,
That's
He
facts.
he should did he didn't even win, bro. That's crazy. He should have won album of the year for that album he had. I Never Liked You.
What it lose
Yeah,
to?
I know like it was fire. I don't know what
He lost
what it
though.
got nominated for, but
yeah, look, I can look
I-
at that.
that
look
shit
it up,
definitely
'cause-
deserved an award for
Well,
sure.
well,
100%.
Would it have been the Mr. Morale year? I think it would have been.
What? I
Was it
gotta,
even
I gotta look up
nominated
what
for
year. 2022.
Oh, it
could've
was. I'm
sworn it
pretty sure.
was.
I'm pretty sure it was nominated.
100% had it.
I mean, if it's not nominated, that's outrageous because that
That's
album's-
just like me
that
not
album's
even caring
incredible.
about this anymore because they don't obviously listen to rap.
But
Mm.
oh yeah, no, I
Um,
mean, fuck the
Grammys
Grammys
suck.
forever.
Grammys suck.
I know, but
What?
for the sake of conversation,
I don't see it on there.
no, he wasn't even nominated.
What year was that?
It's for 2022, the 2023 Grammys, but for
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
2022.
basically lost. Like that's losing. He didn't get nominated. That,
Wait, so
Oh no, that's album of the year. My
I
bad,
was
my
about to
bad.
say-
I
Yeah.
need hip hop.
I know
album.
he was. I feel like.
I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty
He-
sure he
he-
lost to Mr. Morale.
Rap album. Yeah, you did have I Never Liked You, but
Yeah.
yeah, lost to Mr. Morale.
Come on, Mr. Morale wins that.
Come
home.
I'm
I
sorry.
personally-
I'm
wait,
sorry.
wait.
I
But you're
personally-
obviously
Home, the
gonna say
kids-
you're happy with that.
No,
But
I
I,
mean,
Never
I don't
Liked
care
You was an
regardless.
album that you
Come
can't
home,
skip.
the kids miss you was on there. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
insane, dude, bro. That's them grasping at straws at that point.
Yeah.
That is
No.
crazy.
It's a good album, but not for
You gotta
Grammy.
understand, man. You gotta understand. When has the Grammys ever been like a Future album over a Kendrick? Like they love the artsy shit. Like
to be fair, at least
again, I
least
have an
Future was
opinion
in-
that I like Mr. Morale better than I never. But I don't sleep on that. I Never Liked You. That's a top 5 album that year. That
No,
album
it's
is
all
crazy.
about popularity and shit.
great album. I mean,
It's
look, in my objective opinion, I do think Kendrick's album earned the spot over it. But at the same, like, dude, I mean, and if you're going up against, It's Almost Dry is the only other one. I don't know how God Did made it out in here. God Did is such a fucking garbage album. That shit's terrible.
No,
Remember,
I
that's
wouldn't
a-
say it's garbage.
Oh,
That's
it's,
not-
it's
no,
it's
I
not.
wouldn't
say
It's
it's
not
garbage.
garbage. It's the
It's
hottest
good.
garbage that's
No,
ever come
it's
out.
good.
You know
it's
what's
the worst album in DJ Khaled's
What
career.
makes it garbage?
you know what's funny.
Every fucking song.
You
I
know
know
what's
when
funny?
you got a whole verse like that on your album, it just kind of got to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Off one
you
verse
can't-
is crazy.
Yeah, off one verse.
What?
But that
What,
verse
yeah,
is
you
crazy.
got a whole-
That
You
verse
got
is
a
crazy.
whole verse.
I mean,
Remember, that's the God
Yeah,
did.
I know
Yes,
that.
Hov
That's
did.
it's an intro
I'm
track,
talking
right?
shit.
It's like the first track, right? Or-
No, it's like
No.
third or
I
fourth.
ain't
but-
listening.
whatever.
early.
It's higher up in the track list. Yeah, I know.
You know what else is crazy? Kendrick beat Future again against Wait For You on top.
Which is crazy. Man.
What? Wait, what do you
Go
mean?
up,
on
go up.
which one? Oh, this one.
The
What do you
Hard
beat?
Part
The
5.
Hard Part 5 beat Wait For You.
Oh yeah, tweaked out.
Wait
Yeah.
For You needs to win.
I would
God-
stand by
God
that, but
did.
I'm not mad at that.
God didn't win. That's
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I mean, it is a whole verse, and Wayne. My hot take is that Wayne would have had the best verse if he
Every
had the
single
same
one
time
of those
Hov
songs
did.
are beating the Hard Part 5.
That's my hot take
Facts.
on that.
So look,
I don't know,
one
Bert-
whole
Birdie's
verse does
going-
not cancel out a trash album.
You know what's funny though?
It's
Is
not a trash
Amer now?
album.
Amer now likes
Not
the
good.
two.
That's all you need.
Hey, we now have let the record show. Everybody that listens to the podcast going forward, we can now establish on record that Amer likes the 2 lowest critically acclaimed albums of the decade,
Yeah, which is God Did and
and Eminem.
Nah, and the Hard
Yeah,
Part
but
5
Eminem
won
album was
over.
actually good.
The Hard Part 5 went over Push and P is crazy. Everybody,
It doesn't win in any of those songs. Churchill Downs even.
everybody was saying push it.
If you wanna, again, I'm not.
It became like a fucking. I feel like they threw that shit in the dictionary at
What?
this point. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Why is it
That's
even-
crazy.
People still say. People on Twitter.
I
still
agree.
say
I
shit.
agree with that. Like, if you want to throw in like the music video element, but like if you're just going song for song, like yeah, like no, like I love the Hard Part 5, but I would take Pushin P and no, it's a toss up between that and Wait for You for me. But those are three good songs. But
Which
Pushin P, I
will
would
say,
take.
like,
But the video of Hard Part 5 is really good.
for best rap song this year was kind
Nah,
of
for
stacked.
real,
Actually,
that's literally like the least because
I'm surprised that the
Drake
Hard.
verse
I didn't
on
even
Church
know that.
on Churchill.
I-
Listen,
I can't
I think
Yeah,
Kendrick
no,
raps
that's-
better, but
that's
Drake's
like-
verse,
that's
Drake's
one of
verse is
Drake's-
fire.
That's one of
the
Drake's
hard,
like best
the hard
verses
part 5
ever.
is
dog.
not fucking with Drake verse. Like, let's be for real. And then we got God did. We got Hove delivering this masterpiece fucking verse of the fucking what year was that?
2022.
2022.
The whole 2020 period, 2020s period.
But it's still.
My
And
hot
then we
take-
got
Don't make the
motherfucking.
rest of the album
My
good.
hot take.
No, I was talking about the songs. I'm not
Yeah,
even talking
yeah,
about albums.
I know.
But-
But
and
no, I will say this list for best rap song is stacked. Like they were.
No,
all,
these are good. These are all good.
Wait
songs.
for You. You couldn't hear. You could not hear
Good
Wait
song.
for You. Every time you open up your phone, you damn near hear Wait for You.
the hard
On,
part.
on anything.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
because at that time the Hard Part 5 made a huge wave because that was Kendrick's return after being gone for 5 years.
That
So
shit-
when that
But
came
it wasn't
out,
that good though, which to
It
me,
set-
no,
it
it
set
was a
YouTube
fantastic
records,
song.
yeah.
I mean, but
It was a great song.
I can't
It was a
see
great
it.
song.
I'm sorry, I don't see
Yeah,
it.
that's your opinion. But
contrarian, I get it.
yeah, but no. Either way, what I was gonna say, my hot take of all of these songs is that if Wayne was given the same time as Hove, he would have had the better verse.
Wayne,
Not at all.
Wayne snapped
I think
on it.
if Wayne,
Not at all.
if Wayne tapped into
Not at
that
all.
bag
And
of
I
y'all,
heard
all
this
my
so many
sons.
times. And Wayne don't
No.
even be talking like
That's
that.
not-
He
He
don't
can't
talk like that, but he
can't
started
talk like
on that record.
He can't talk. He
He
wasn't gonna be able to
can't.
finish like that.
Literally,
he ain't never
Jay-Z-
talked like
he
that in the
can't,
game.
Jay-Z is literally
No,
the
he
best
can't.
rapper. Out of
How
that
you
whole
gonna talk
entire-
like that,
bro?
Well, yeah.
Listen, how you gonna talk like that on a song with somebody who could talk like that to you? No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah,
It don't
he-
work
he
like
dro-
that.
He drove the car, but he ain't park it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, it's not happening.
I don't know
No.
if that works. I don't think that.
It's close enough. You get it. You know what I mean?
I don't
He
know.
drove the car, but he hit a curb.
I'm gonna disagree with
No,
it just because
no,
it
he
kind of
drove the
sounds like you're
car
on my
and he forgot to
side.
install brakes. That's,
Yeah.
bro.
No,
Fuck
man.
that.
Listen, that's again. That's my hot take. That's my hot take. I just believe
Shit.
where
And
Wayne
then
was
and
going.
then the beat was just so Jay-Z like.
No, yeah,
Oh,
no.
it was just so
And
Jay-Z,
That
like-
song to me is good, but
That
It
shit
was
was,
like
that
Wayne-
shit was made for that Jay-Z
It was
verse.
made
But
for
yeah.
Jay-Z.
It
Like
was
Wayne
made
was
for it.
not gonna touch Jay-Z in any category except for
yeah,
maybe
it was made for.
metaphors.
But that's just.
I remember playing it for you the first time. You're like, why the fuck did Jay give this to fucking DJ Khaled?
Man,
He was so
Facts.
confused.
literally,
See,
that
I
should have been
still-
a whole song.
I know that's
Take
that,
Rick Ross off that bitch on God.
That's what
Yeah,
I mean. It's
that's
like,
gotta go. Honestly, give Wayne even just Rick Ross.
Yeah, Wayne and Hov
And this
would've
isn't
went
the first
crazy.
time Jay beat Lil
Ross's
Wayne
verse
in a
wasn't
feature.
bad though. It just
He beat Wayne in his own song of Mr. Carter.
well, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I hope so.
I'm saying
actually,
Jay-Z
you know what?
beat Wayne
I'll say
in
that,
Mr. Carter.
That song,
Oh,
they were
in Mr.
pretty.
Killed him.
I think they're pretty well matched
Yeah,
on that
it
song.
was pretty. Yeah, I think so at least.
I think
But
so.
then I
think
think
so.
Wayne
Fantastic
Wayne
song.
had an extra verse too.
Oh,
so
great
it's
song.
like-
Yeah, that too. So you
Yeah.
get the extra time. You
Yeah.
can say more shit.
I'm
Whatever.
not-
and the way he
saying-
ended it,
But-
yeah, no, I
and-
give it to
No,
him.
no,
You
they
got-
both
you gotta
killed it.
think, bro. That the concept of that song is insane.
Yeah,
because
swear.
of
They both
literally
last name
off the last
Carter and
names.
then-
Like that's fucking. That's crazy.
That's
No, they
so
both
fuck.
did great, but I think Hov did way better. Way better.
I like
in
the
my
whole
opinion.
verse. I don't know. It felt
But-
a little lackluster to me in comparison to how hard Wayne went on Mr. Carter, but I don't know.
Well, that's all I was gonna say. That could be a whole pod in itself. Is
Yeah.
Wayne's progression into his later
Kid-
career.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I have this on the notes. Listen, go listen to the songs if you haven't. It's a Corday feature and it's a record with DJ Premier, Big Sean, and Rick Ross. Those are the two records Wayne did this week. Wayne's 2 for 2 this week, and honestly, he's the best. He's the gold medalist of the week this week. Like
Which
I'm gonna start doing that just because it's Olympic season.
But
But
it's like
he's
return,
the gold medalist.
Return to form.
Like we gotta one day we gotta really have a pod about this alien, bro. Like what he does, genuinely,
It's insane.
is insane. The last new music I want to get to before we get to our album discussion that we have, our fun little 5x5. That's a pending name. We'll work on it. But
Patent pending.
Drake 2 singles on the Gordo album. Now I played them for us. Listen, it's pre-pod. You know, we're happy. The boys are getting together. You know, it's the first time.
We always shake it. Get a little.
We always getting loose, getting ready for the pod. You know, having fun. So I understand that's not the vibe for this.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I bring this up is because when it comes to records, like, my word is forgettable. Like, that's all I have to say about these 2 records. Forgettable.
They're trash.
Forgettable. I won't go trash.
I wouldn't say they're trash.
They're not trash. They're not trash, but they're just not memorable. Like,
It's just shit that makes you fall asleep.
3 weeks from now, I'm gonna forget that these 2 songs exist.
Exactly. Meaning it's trash.
Okay,
because you're not going to turn it back on.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, no, because I think there's songs
Fair-ish.
that
But yeah, there's a lot of songs that get lost in the sauce.
And no one listens to them again. But there's a reason people find songs again and come back to them because they're good.
Objectively, though, this is always, which
especially us.
We're trying to as
listen
a podcast
every
to
week.
be objective. Is like, it's not inherently bad music, but whether you return to it or not is its own thing. But it's not. There's nothing about it that's necessarily bad, but it's just not gonna. It's not. It's not. The replay value is low.
No, I get what you're saying, but that's, in my personal opinion, just. This is why we got the podcast, because we all got different opinions. If I don't come back to a certain song, that means I don't fuck with it. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fair. I feel like we're saying same but different.
Same but different things. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But me personally, if I don't come back to a certain song, I don't like it. Simple as that.
So
no, which is a fair point.
Where I want to go with this is the clip that we posted a couple of days ago. Shout out to Birdie for that. About what I said when we were doing a pod, we were talking about Drake's strategy. You know, how do you handle the post battle? Like, do you come aggressive? Birdie talked about come with features, like, and just talking your shit, and that's what I said he should do, or either that or lay low. I said don't go no honestly never mind shit. Don't go no non-rap shit. Mm-hmm. I said it's gonna look like you're tucking your tail and running, and sure enough, Drake got with the racist bitch. He got with this dude who apparently I don't know him, but I feel it seems like they have ties together. I think he posts like a really old pic of him and Drake.
He's probably a Toronto artist.
Yeah, like a local Toronto artist that
I would assume so.
type of thing. But I just think it looks crazy that he's out here doing this dance, and then you got people speaking for him saying he's not bothered by the beef, he don't care about the beef. But then you got people saying that he banned in Houston, not like us. And then he's posting pictures with the Tupac and all that. And I don't really care to even get into the Drake psyche. It all looks bad the way things are handled to me. And I looked back at like, okay, let's go back to 2018 when you lost the battle to Push. How did you move after the battle? Not even 2 months later, he's got sicko mode where he's on these motherfuckers' necks. He's talking shit. He's got Kanye scared that Drake's gonna murder him.
Turned into the biggest song of the year.
Yeah, like Drake. Look, we're about 3 months now from the beef. Mm-hmm. Like, believe it or not, time's flying, and it's very weird. It's very weird to go from.
Started in April.
It's very weird to go 3 months without Drake talking his shit. Wow. That's a very weird thing to think. Like, think about, and that speaks to how great Drake is. Like, every 3 months we got a record, whether it's his or a feature, where he is like talking his shit. I'm the best. He has not done none of that.
Yeah, which is
I think he's handling this weird. I think it looks away. Now I'm not trying to like take it to that. I'm not trying to take it to that umpteenth level and be like he's done. Blah blah blah. I feel like the way he's handling it, I think he's continuing to make wrong moves, which is crazy because I think he's really calculating what he usually is doing. To me, my opinion, it's a bunch of wrong moves. That's all I care about. I don't care about the songs. The songs are forgettable. But how are you moving after what is one of the bigger moments of your career.
Well, I think what makes what makes the conversation of this is the duality of he's trying clearly what he's trying to do as in terms of the music post beef is take the nonchalant approach.
Yeah.
Of ignoring it and kind of acting like it didn't happen, which I'm not totally against. But when your like social media presence is still alluding to it
All the time.
yet you're not meeting that, that's the thing there for me at least, like, because he's throwing these little subliminals over like Instagram and shit, but then when it comes to the actual music, he's not like
Addressing it.
he's not addressing. You're right, yeah. Which he doesn't necessarily need to address it per se. Like I don't care. Honestly, I don't want them to talk about it anymore.
He needs
but
to in some fashion.
no.
This is your Drake. You're one of the greatest artists of all time, and this was one of the biggest moments of your career. You have to address it in some way, shape, or form. Whether you address it by subtly, directly, you do, in my opinion, have to address it, or even in the way you're approaching music. Mm-hmm. And right now, the way he's approaching music, the way he's addressing it, to me, I think it's tough, man. I don't like personally how he's moving. I would be, if I was in his camp right now, I'd be telling him that almost every single move he's made post this beef has looked wrong. And I get that he's in a tough position. I do. Like it's almost a lose-lose, because when you lose when you have the public that against you, or enough of a portion of the public against you like that, it is almost like a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But the whole situation is on
I'm not
on
crazy saying he could have handled this a lot better, right? Like, tell me I'm crazy. No, like anybody, floor is yours. This is a whole podcast. We got 5 people here. Tell me I'm crazy.
I agree.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can all agree to that.
I think, I'm not really with the whole. I think he has a little singy song summer vibe right now, but I think the fourth quarter is where he prepping for where he about to talk that talk. 'Cause fourth quarter is always the most important for music.
Oh,
so
yeah,
right now he is in his little singy song summer bag. I'm gonna let it slide.
He's making it look like he's done.
Fiscal years on everybody.
But he's right.
You're right.
But I think he's prepping for some. He prepping to talk what we expect him to talk like, and I think that's gonna come in the fourth quarter.
But even his singy-songies though aren't doing well.
No, they're not.
That's part of it too.
Not,
but I'm with
I
you.
don't think he.
I'm with you. That's just part of it.
Well, a lot of people saying that he should lay back, not make music no more, this, that, and the third. And I think he's trying not to.
No, that's insane.
No, I think that's a great idea.
A lot of people saying that. Though,
I think the world
fall back for a minute.
I think. Sorry, I want to let you continue. I'm just saying this for 2 seconds. I think laying back is the best approach, because I think that people will realize how much they take Drake for granted. Mm-hmm. If watch Drake go away for a year and a half. Watch you go a year and a half without slaps.
You ain't gonna have any bangers.
Yeah.
Zero.
Watch how these clubs move. If Drake goes ghost for a year and a half, y'all are gonna be crying for the slaps.
You know how much momentum that would build.
Like, again, I like Kendrick, but I understand Kendrick's not that. That's not the realm he operates in. Drake has a chokehold on the club, on that atmosphere of music. Well, and if he goes away, bro.
I think, but the thing with Drake though is that like
y'all gonna miss him. Y'all gonna miss the fuck out of the boy.
Outside of the conversation of like culture or whatever, if there's one thing we know about Drake, that motherfucker loves to make music.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I think, that it's just in his fucking DNA to never
stop. Yeah.
And even if that's you think that nobody on his PR has said that at some.
I could honestly see it, because when you're that successful, sometimes we see it with Kanye. Sometimes you just have nothing but yes men.
Yeah, but
like some of the moves he's made have screamed delusional to me. Have screamed out of touch.
I suppose.
Whether it's through the beef, whether it's through post beef, and that happens when you're too big to where people are scared to say no to you.
Yeah.
As in
and-
what? As in what though? Give me an example where you feel like he was out of touch.
I think a lot of things he posted on social media.
Yeah, the plays on Instagram isn't a good idea in my opinion. Now, mind you,
And I think,
will
honestly,
say, I
again,
will
these-
say
these
that's what
songs.
Drake's- he's always done that. Like
Yeah.
that's always been his.
Yeah,
thing.
it's always been his.
Throwing the subliminal things on Instagram, but that was part of this whole thing. Like the what he was being called out for, not only like the big ticket items of whatever younger girls and XYZ, it was also about how he runs Instagram to kind of air his grievances subliminally rather than directly address them.
Mhm.
Now, I don't think that specifically beef-wise, I don't think he needs to address the beef itself. But what I think is that he's dropping these these summer vibe dancier songs. He needs right now. He needs the bangers. Like he needs the memorable.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do the summer one, do the Hotline Bling. Do the shit
passion
you've
fruit.
done.
Do the fucking
Yes.
yeah.
Do the shit you've done. What you got right now is not it. Like it is not. So like that. Like even part of that to me is speaks to delusions. Like just the moves he's made with these records, because he stopped that one BF the Pac-Man record, right? Like he stopped that when it was like in the middle of the beef
yeah.
was starting. Like so he has the power to go, Camilla, no, now's not the time. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Like I'm making sure I'm coming with a smash.
Yeah, because that
The
would,
Guaguan Delilah, like, come
Hey.
on, bro. That you're telling me that your entire circle,
I'm still not entirely sure if that was real or not.
it's real.
Because
If academics say it's real, it's real. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but
no, I know, but yeah,
number one, right?
If academics say it's real, it's real. Let's clip that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Academics say it's real, it's real. But
I ain't say that, by the way.
yeah,
next week academics go and say you don't gotta wear seatbelts. And it's like, what if it's real? It's real.
if it's real, it's real. Fuck it. No, I
but
just
I get your point. Yeah,
like
for sure.
Guaguan Delilah, bro. You're telling me that nobody in the circle was like, hey, look.
I thought it was fake the whole time.
If you're going
Same.
for the I don't care approach, this is not the way to do it.
because
like,
that
you're-
shit was
That
garbage.
screams yes, man.
But,
100%.
I mean, at this point, we just got to see what he's going to do from here. We can only predict, but I really think that he's just going to have to lay low at this point.
But I'm
because-
also still giving Drake I know that obviously he should be more calculated in his response right now, considering how calculated he's always been.
Yes, like that's
But-
my problem. Is
and-
you're a genius. What's the word for it? Strategist?
Yeah, but as devil's advocate, I will say that Drake loves to make music, and he makes what he wants to make.
I was going to say, I think
What-
at this point, he just knows that he's big and nothing's going to touch him at this point.
whether
He just
it-
doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Whether it hits the way it needs to or not, I give him the credit of that guy loves making fucking
He's
music.
got-
Like, what if releasing these trash-ass songs is literally part of his strategy at this point?
Good.
Well, it's a dumbass strategy.
He's gotta be.
That would be a goofy strategy.
Hey, imagine like
He's trolling at this
Imagine
point.
losing your house and being like, you know what? I'm a fucking gamble. Like
He's literally
Like, bro,
gotta
that's
be the
what you're
biggest
doing right
artist
now.
ever, like of our generation, like a biggest artist ever.
He's one of the
Yeah.
biggest artists of all generations.
Yeah.
Probably, like
especially
that
within
man.
hip hop.
That man, no one could touch him. Like how you said, like I don't
He
think
just doesn't give a fuck.
I don't-
He's Drake.
I don't think
But he does give a fuck because he's doing these posts.
No,
and
that's
these-
that's
yeah,
the
like,
that's the difference.
saddest-
He does give a fuck.
The-
That's why it's confusing.
the saddest thing to me is that you lost to Pusha T. Like that's a big thing. Like
Okay, but Pusha T
where's
is
Pusha
lyrically-
and where is
He's
Drake?
he's an insane.
That
Pusha-
is
but
insane.
Pusha T is
That
an
shit
insane
still shooks me
lyricist.
to this day.
There's not, but we've discussed this on the program before.
on the program.
There's not a lot of people who can step to Drake.
Yeah.
Pusha T did. Kanye couldn't.
Hell no.
Lyrically, no. There's no fucking way.
No,
you
he
know
would
what I
have
mean?
fucking body bagged him.
And if you look at Kanye and Pusha T,
I'm waiting for Cole to
obviously
dunk on
Kanye is the
Kanye.
bigger artist, but Pusha T lyrically is so it's like it lyrically, there's very few people who could step to him, and so it's interesting to see how, because a lot of people do that Pusha T thing. Like people were like, "Who the fuck is he?" Da, da, da. First of all, Pusha T's a legend. He's been around for fucking ever. Whatever. But he's not. He's never been the commercial successful artist. And when it comes to a guy like Drake, that's what people think needs to be the comparison. When it comes to a beef, it's about the actual content, the lyricism,
and which commercially nobody's competing with Drake.
Exactly.
Like,
Commercially,
nobody.
no, not even close.
Not even Kanye. Not even Kanye tried to with Donda, and he didn't. And I
Yeah.
love Donda, but he didn't. I think that's a good way to transition.
Yep.
I think that's a good way to transition.
5x5.
5x5.
I like that.
5x5. Listen, it was a slow news week. Not a lot to talk about, so you gotta make something out of nothing. So the last thing I want to do before we get out of here is I went through and I was like, okay, let me get like 5 big-ish albums, and of the last couple years, I did 5 albums. So 5x5. So the 5 albums are Utopia, Call Me If You Get Lost, Donda, Certified Lover Boy, and We Don't Trust You. So these 5 albums. So I just put it in the group. I said, all right, these 5 albums, we don't know each other's rankings. Well, we know, but we don't know.
Some
we know
spots, each other well enough to where
some
we can
spots
guess
are
some
obvious.
spots, but
rank these 5 albums, gentlemen. I'll let one of you go first.
right,
Adi.
Let's go this way.
Hold on, let me.
go
I always
potty.
go either
Let's go
first,
potty.
second. Okay, whatever. I always go like I always was the first one out. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do how I always do. If you guys watch the previous episodes from the bottom up, that's how we gonna do it. All right, this is my list right here. Call Me If You Get Lost is number 5. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
Could care less. I'll throw the album in the garbage. Not hear it again. I wouldn't care.
So you don't even like not like it at all.
No, I like one track. I like
No,
one track.
I'm
being completely honest with you.
Yeah, no, I know you're obviously not the biggest fan of the album, but I didn't know if it was like it's cool, but whatever.
I
or
don't
if
even
you
think
just
it's cool
didn't
or
like it.
whatever.
Okay.
Like I just have one track on there that I like, and it's the one with Vince Staples. I don't know what
I
it's
see
called.
the steam right.
That's the deluxe.
the steam coming from the ears right now.
I'm
right,
sorry.
no.
That's just me, bro. That's
No,
just me.
no, that's
I
funny. 'Cause
apologize for your opinion.
No, I'm just telling
I
you
know.
straight up. That's me, bro. Like, I'm
you're-
sorry. Tyler, the Creator, is just not it for
it's
me.
funny
You're
because
good,
I
brother.
think Aber regards it in comparison much higher than that. Like I think
know.
I thought they had the same take on it. Cool, but not
And
my thing.
let's just give a little rundown, like, of
Yeah.
what we say after. Like,
Yeah. Sorry,
number
sorry to
Let's
interrupt.
go
Go
through-
ahead.
go-
No,
let's
no,
get
go
the
ahead.
list.
I like talking. Four, you guys are gonna be kind of confused, but I'm sorry. We do have "We Don't Trust You" at 4. I don't know
Okay.
why. It's just that it's a great album. It's cool. That's like it's cool or whatever to me. That is.
Okay.
It's not the craziest shit I've ever heard, but like, Future obviously snaps on it, as usual. It's fucking Future. Like, he sees the fucking future, bro. He's crazy. So yeah, that's number 4 for me. And then number 3, I got Utopia. When it first came out, wasn't that hype to me. Then I kept listening. Like, for instance, that West Side Gun song.
Yeah.
Love. What is it called? Lost Forever.
Lost Forever. Yeah.
That song grew hella on me. Like, I'm just not even talking about a song. I'm talking about the whole album in particular. That shit grew on me.
West Side Gun is fucking.
Bro, he hated that verse, and then he came back the next week. He was like,
Like, what the cocaine?
He still
I-
hates West Side Gun.
I love.
I
West Side
don't
Gun.
like him as an artist. I'll be real with you.
"But
I
that
don't.
song it works."
But that song works.
Okay.
He's a particular. He's a
Yeah.
cup. He's a cup of tea.
Yeah,
that
he's a
album-
good
It's
oddball.
not-
That album works is because this is probably a hot take. Hyena, the intro to the album is probably his best intro to me. Like, you guys can say sicko mode and all
yeah.
that shit, but to me,
Wait.
I'm talking about just for Travis.
Oh, you're saying.
I'm
Utopia.
just for
Okay, my bad. I
Travis.
thought we were selling down. Yeah.
I'm saying Hyena's probably my favorite intro, probably the best for me. I don't know, it could be something else for you. Number 2, we got Donda. Put it at 2 because obviously CLB was my go-to. I put CLB first, obviously. CLB's number 1 because if you put those 2 albums together, CLB and Donda, I always thought of them as a head-to-head album at that time because that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted the media to go for too. So yeah, I'm putting CLB at 1, Donda at 2 because CLB is the better album for me. Donda was great. Listening party, I loved it. I loved watching shit about Donda, hearing shit, new shit, all that shit. I love it. CLB number 1 because not because it's Drake, it's just because it's an album that I really enjoyed, like listening to front and back, and I can listen to it front and back again.
Really?
The thing is, recently I haven't because we got a lot of new shit since then. But like, you will go back to that album and you'll be like, damn, like, you know what? It's actually a very good album. CLB is great. People hate on it as of this guy. I don't know, man. I feel like it's great album. Great album. Who's next? I'm sorry, bro.
Everybody at
But,
this
like-
point. Durad, you're up.
All right, Durad.
That's crazy.
Bottom up.
Birdie.
You gonna tell me how to do my list?
All right,
Alright,
your way. I like it my way, though.
Do it in
Yeah,
whatever order you want.
It's a
Yeah, I might as well start from bottom up. From 5, I'm gonna give it to Utopia.
I knew it.
4, I'm gonna give it to We Don't Trust You. 3, I'm gonna give it to Call Me If You Get Lost. 2nd, Certified Lover Boy, and 1st, Donda.
I had a feeling Donda was gonna be one.
Oh yeah,
Damn,
definitely.
mine is completely different. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think we all have very different lists.
Any of the
I thought you liked CLB better than Donda. That's crazy.
yeah, any of the
I would've thought
I can go
comparisons
either
you
or, honestly.
any
Either
of the
or.
comparisons you want to explain between them?
You said what?
Like any of the like rankings you want to explain, like particularly one over the other. You don't got to.
I don't know. I just know
I was surprised
Donda.
at your top being Donda.
Donda was. Just,
I wasn't that. That was the one thing I was confident. I did not know where the rest of that list
Donda was
going.
like.
I knew 1 and 2.
When you listen to Donda, like that shit was just like a new experience. Like
Yeah.
from the production down to like the whole album, basically like. It's like PG and it's like no cussing on the album, nothing like that. Except like what, like 2, maybe 3 swear words.
Yeah.
Then all the features, fire as fuck. You got The Weeknd on that. Even Kid Cudi had a nice verse on there. And I fucking hate Kid Cudi.
Yeah,
like,
Moon was
Dog,
fucking.
It's
Moon was cold,
as a
bro.
quick thing, I saw something that made me laugh so hard on Twitter that someone was like, "It's really funny how Kanye just uses Kid Cudi as an instrument and not a person."
literally.
No,
That's what it needs to be.
It's
I
so
swear to
funny
God,
to me.
no, I had the funniest thing because you know like the whole like connection between like Kid Cudi and like depressed people, like how like depressed people love Kid Cudi.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I had this friend, and I won't say her name because I don't want to put her business out there, but she and I used to always go back and forth about Kid Cudi because she loved Kid Cudi. She was like Kid Cudi's the shit. Then I find out she unfortunately went through like a horrible situation where she got in like a really dark mental place. Like she got actually depressed. So she started taking antidepressants. And she told me, and now we laugh about it, that once she started taking antidepressants, she doesn't like Kid Cudi anymore.
Exactly. That's some sad ass fucking music.
That was like, I promise you,
That's
like,
crazy.
so she's breaking all this news to me, right? Like I didn't know she did this. I didn't know she was like going through this hard time. So I was like genuinely like, as a close friend of hers, I was like, my heart was broken. And then when she said that about Kid Cudi, I literally laughed, and that like we just both broke out at the laughter because it was
so ridiculous because that's
the stigma with Kid
That's
Cudi.
the whole thing. Oh, he helped me through
Yeah.
XYZ.
Yeah. Another thing about Kid Cudi, I'm sorry, before we go to the next list, he had a dub both albums. Like his shit was, he's a dub both albums, CLB and Donda. I think I Miss You Too is the most underrated song on CLB.
Dude, I totally forget that song.
That song is
forget
so
what it
great.
sounds
I
like.
can't
To
even
me.
tell you what it sounds like. All
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
what I'm
Really?
saying.
We gotta play it after this pod.
All right,
We will play it.
I'm down for that.
Amer, you go next with your list. I want to hear this.
Call me if you get lost.
Yep.
By the way, this list
It's
it
1
took
to
me,
5.
No, it took me a long time to think of this because I couldn't pick between 1 and 2.
Mhm.
So, Call Me If You Get Lost, We Don't Trust You,
I know you're 1 and 2.
CLB,
Yeah.
Utopia, Donda.
See, I would have thought Utopia would
Between Utopia and Donda, that shit
Yeah,
was hard.
because you revere Utopia.
I love
very
Utopia.
highly.
He did.
Yeah.
I love you. But when I went
You
back
love
and listened
Utopia.
to both of them today, I'm like, Donda takes it, bro.
So
Donda is just
one more time, say your ranking.
Call Me If You Get Lost, We Don't Trust You, CLB, Utopia, Donda.
Okay. You want to go or you want me to go? You want to just keep it?
I'm
Okay.
gonna-
well,
Yeah.
no,
Don't worry.
but we could end on you.
Unless
Okay. Go ahead.
So, I thought going into this I was gonna have the most contrarian list, but honestly, everyone's all over the place, so it's kind of interesting. So, all right, 5.
I swear to God.
Everyone's. I feel the eyes on me right now.
Yeah.
5.
I already know what it is.
Utopia.
I knew it.
I knew it. Knew it.
I knew it for Birdie too.
Hey, I can't be mad though, because his favorite album's number 5 for me.
And I listened to it once, and nothing really hit. Besides, I mean, Fiend's hard, and the Drake song is hard, but
Meltdown,
so
Meltdown.
I can give it those, but it wasn't.
It didn't stand out to you.
It didn't for me. And I like Travis Scott. I don't, whatever. 4. This may be the biggest surprise is Donda.
Donda. I knew it.
I mean, I can see it, bro.
Donda at 4, because look,
But
I'm
some
a
people really
diehard
fuck with
Kanye West fan, but Donda was too, for me. It felt like empty, I guess. I don't know how to describe it.
Something
but
was missing.
yeah, or like because it was really long, and there was a lot of really somber music on there, which isn't bad. It's not bad, but just didn't do it for me.
Before you get to your next one, while we're still on Donda, I really like that Kanye did put Marilyn Manson and the Baby in one track. That was just him
that's
showing
crazy.
that because he did it
The
for a
reach.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did it
that
for a
shit
reason.
was crazy.
Because they're both gonna get
And
canceled.
that track
he's
was
just saying,
actually
fuck
amazing.
cancel culture. Yeah.
And also when he added the Andre track, love that too.
Yeah,
Love
that
that
song
song.
is hard.
Jail is one, and dude, I mean, Junior is fucking one of that.
So hard.
Junior
That beat is so simple and plain, but I love
Like
it
the
so
church,
much.
the church
Yeah,
piano.
the organ, yeah.
with- dog, that shit is
I
so
know that
hard.
whole album by heart because the
But-
Donda Stempler.
Okay, so number
Yeah.
3, I got "We Don't Trust You," which I think we can see where this is going from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, CLB,
Wow.
and
I would
Me
not
If
have
You Get
guessed
Lost.
this list for you.
number
at all.
1.
Yeah,
is
I
Call
would've
Me
been
If You
way
Get
off.
Lost.
Yeah, I would have been off.
Call Me If You Get Lost for me. I mean, I am along with Birdie. I'm the resident Tyler fan. Although and Platte, you like him too, but in sequential order, it's probably me, then Birdie, then you. But
Yeah, probably.
But Call Me If You Get Lost for me, I've been a fan of Tyler since he first was coming up, and I mean, he rapped his fucking ass off. He had DJ Drama on there. There was so many, and I get what you mean. There's not if you want to talk standouts or whatever, I could say some, but I understand if you don't think there are some. But to me, that's an album every time I'm listening to front to back, and as a full body of work, it to me is just it's incredible. I love it. So,
No, it's all opinion at
Yeah.
the end of the day. I mean, everyone's got their own stuff.
so I do, and then number 2 being CLB. CLB has been a weird. Me and Platte have been talking about this since far before this podcast came out. We listened to CLB for the first time together, and we didn't know how to feel about it. It's, in my opinion, it's aged a lot better than I expected it to.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we first listened to it, we were like, yeah, but no. But when coming back to it, which I wasn't a huge fan of For All the Dogs, but I appreciate CLB for its highlights. Specifically, dude, that's one of my favorite Drake intros ever.
Mhm.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Champagne
Poetry.
Poetry is one of my
That shit is
and,
so hard.
and
I
he's-
love that.
And he sampled that sample on there is the Beatles, which is crazy. Because
The
also
I love you. or
that,
whatever.
yeah, the I love you. Yeah, that's the song's
good
called.
episode.
It's a Beatles song called Michelle, and what's so smart about that is because that's also, although it was a couple years before, but he's coming off of
Just topping them, right?
well, he's coming off of topping the Beatles, yeah.
Yeah.
And on the Meek Mill song, he said, "I got more slaps than the Beatles," whatever.
It was
He's coming
smart.
off of that, and then he opens his next album with a Beatles sample. That's come on, that's great thinking.
Yeah,
That's-
no,
When that
he
shit
was
started-
smart on that.
When I heard the first second of CLB, which was that song, obviously, I was just
The first second, the
Starstruck.
exact first
Dude,
second.
yeah.
he
once
was-
it started, I was like, damn, I love this.
he
And then
was-
Poppy's Home follow
Yeah,
up,
bro.
great Drake
That
song.
that shit is hilarious.
Just
Poppy's Home is
Sierra
it's
King
it's
Park
fun,
lot looking
it's
like Kim.
goofy, it's
yeah,
just
no,
I
that,
love
yeah, that bar did not.
that
age
bar
well.
did not age well.
That bar did not age well.
No.
Yeah,
You said a
Yeah,
high
that-
school parking lot looks like a
that-
strip
that
club.
That was
What?
crazy, and we did bring that up in the last. I
Yeah.
think some episode. I forgot which one.
Yeah, it was.
That
It was way back. When
Cause
we
That
were-
was crazy.
the problem with CLB, I think the second half you kind of get that what I was talking about earlier, that filler from Drake.
got
in some of
fatigue.
it.
Yeah.
But I'd say first to middle or first half to for first section to middle, you get a lot of shit. And like, dude, TSU is
But-
great. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
TSU is so hard.
It's
I've
so
heard that
hard.
so many times even before the album came out.
There's,
TSU.
it's
Oh,
so-
was that like a leak?
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
league, big league.
Oh.
Oh, I don't. I didn't even.
It
know
came
that.
I
out-
tried to. Yeah, I
Dude,
tried to
I
stay away
honestly
from
didn't even
leaks.
think it was gonna be because this came out like 2 years before the album.
Well, that was the issue with
Something
the
like
album.
that,
Is
yeah.
half of the album was leaks. Like Joe Budden said, like the Love All song with Jay-Z was like 3 years old.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought that song was weak.
Really?
Weak?
See,
I like it.
I liked it.
Love all.
No, I like that song.
Could you think Jay-Z would have done better on it?
That was one of
I
the
think
few I
so.
actually liked.
Yeah, I think Jay-Z verse pretty mid on there for real.
I
I
definitely
think
think
they
it could have been
For
better,
Jay-Z,
but I like
for
it.
Jay-Z feature,
I think they did great.
I love the beat.
I take
I
the
think
I
so.
take the Jay-Z song off Scorpion.
The Scorpion.
over
Yeah,
it.
the Scorpion one is crazy.
What's it? I'm
Yeah,
forgetting
Talk
the name.
Up. Talk Up.
Yeah,
Talk Up,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That shit's crazy. I love that song.
That's hard.
But yeah,
I think
no,
my favorite
like
probably Light Up.
CLB just it aged better than I expected it to. It was something
Yeah.
that kind of it grew on me for sure. I was not a fan at first, and now I'm there with it. So I think Platte, you can take.
Platte, we gotta hear yours.
All right. Yeah, no, this was pretty easy. So the way I did it was I just kind of looked at it like, okay, how many records am I actually returning to off each album? So I literally took the numbers and divided it and like just put the percentages down. Cuz to me that was a Drake thing. It started with like, okay, how many Drake songs do I actually return to per album? That was like a whole rabbit hole I went down one day. So that kind of was how I was splitting these albums up to me. And so number 5, I got We Don't Trust You. And now obviously that's the newest one, so that could end up aging.
Mhm.
But I think it's pretty safe to say it's gonna be locked at 5 for me, even though I really like that album. Number 4, I got Certified Lover Boy. I think it has a lot of good songs on it. I won't say a lot of good songs. It has several good songs on it, but it has a lot of, to me, like the filler ones didn't age poorly, but they didn't age well. Like my feelings towards that album haven't really changed. I like the
Yeah.
songs that I liked, and I literally listened to the whole album again today, and I was like, yeah, I feel pretty much the exact same. I like the songs I like more, but overall my thoughts haven't really changed on the album.
That's
Number
fair.
3, I got Call Me If You Get Lost. I think you made the perfect analogy for it. That Call Me If You Get Lost is an album that's doesn't have like the standout big impactful moments, but it's concise, it's together, and it's packaged well. So like when I look at, again, songs I return to, I like, if I'm drafting between Call Me If You Get Lost and Certified Lover Boy, like if I'm drafting my favorite songs, Drake's got like probably 6 or 7 of the top 10 songs that I'm drafting between those two albums.
But,
But
as a body.
the consistency of it, and the fact that, like, again, Call Me or Certified Lover Boy is what, 23 tracks or 21? It's at least
Something like
21.
that.
Yeah,
It's at least 20.
and
It's 21 to 24
Call
in
Me
that
If You
range.
Get Lost is pretty close.
It's only 16.
Well, yeah. I mean, to me, anything past like 12 feels
Yeah.
like the longest.
So,
album
like-
ever,
Certified
but-
Lover Boy, 21 tracks.
Yeah, 21 and Call Me If You Get Lost is 16. So so it just kind of like the numbers kind of helped Call Me If You Get Lost, and then again, I stand by it because I think that's a more concise album. Even though I still feel like it's his 3rd album, but that's a whole nother thing.
No,
Number-
yeah, fair point.
Yeah, number 2, 1 and 2 was very tough. Went back and forth.
So it's literally like me,
Yeah.
basically.
I went Utopia 2, and I went Donda 1, and like the math supported Donda 1, and I'm glad it did because the extracurricular shit that surrounded Donda, and not to mention that one of Travis's songs on the album was literally a throwaway for Donda, the God's Country.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
so
yeah.
like
I didn't know that.
like
Yeah.
and a lot of just like a lot of Utopia, you could tell the influence from Donda. But, like, Donda, man, you talked about the features, dog. Like, we didn't mention, none of y'all mentioned the Baby Keem feature. Like,
The Roddy Rich feature.
that shit, the Roddy feature, the fucking, and I'm not the biggest J-Elect guy, but the J-Elect feature was hard as fuck.
And you
That's
cannot
the best
lie,
verse on
the
the
Baby
album.
went hard on
That's
that
the best
fucking
verse
verse.
on the album. Is the
I'm
J
not gonna lie, I don't
electronic
listen to that version of Jail too much, just because
Really?
the J. Yeah, just because the J version. When I listen to Jail, I'm listening to the better
one. Yeah,
version.
I don't like that other version. That shit was weak to me.
I don't think.
all them extra versions of the songs was ass.
I mean, the Baby had a good ass verse on Jail Part 2. That's all I'm gonna say. That shit was
I
hard.
like Jail
I
Part 2,
believe you.
even though I'm a biggest hater. 'Cause all he does is play
No,
fucking
but go
Baby.
back and listen to it. I'm telling you,
I
it's hard.
believe you. But no, I think
won't come
Even
back
though I'm
to it.
never gonna listen
He's
to it,
not
I
gonna
believe
listen
you though.
I think man, like the Lauryn Hill sample, even though that sample was so like cheat code-ish, but like I don't care. Let it rock. Like that shit.
Overall,
Yeah, that album, bro. Plus the moment it was, like, man, you understand? I still remember a few of the girls I was messing with at the time that album came out. That's how you know an album really hits you, when you can go back like, oh yeah,
Well,
that was Sarah.
That's how-
That was, shout out Sarah. Like
Album-
that's Sarah. I don't know if she's watching, but shout out Sarah.
That's one thing with kind of like the oversaturation of music right now is like a lot of the music I've listened to in my life I relate to one point in time, and when it comes to oversaturation, it becomes hard to kind of pinpoint.
But you still end up having those ones.
Yeah, you do for sure. But it's like, yeah, I remember where I was, what I was doing when I heard certain albums, and
Yep.
yeah. So you always relate it back.
Yeah.
To that.
Yeah, you can always think of something that like brings you back with the album
Mhm.
for sure. But
Yeah.
we did
That's my list.
not discuss this, and I want to discuss it before we get off, because we did not, when we were on new music topic, we didn't say it. Ian and Lil Yachty single, hard as fuck.
Bro, what was that opening line? It was something about like the wedding cake. What was that?
Dude, I don't know.
That bar
This-
was hard.
this
Whatever
Ian
he
guy-
said, bro.
A lot of people
I gotta learn the
have
words, but-
a lot of people are very against this guy.
Pull up the Ian and Yachty lyrics, because there's like the intro bar. My
Okay.
boy.
That
texted me
intro
about
bar was sick.
And the
It was something about a wedding cake or something.
I
I don't know.
love
That
the
shit was hilarious.
something. Just wait
But,
till
like-
just wait till you see the garage was
You-
so fucking hard to me. Like
Yeah.
I can't deny. Like
You-
that shit was.
Did
tough.
you okay? Because I'm not too like, I don't know this guy that much, Ian.
He's brand fucking new.
I
pretty much.
no,
Yeah.
but like, did you guys know anything about him before this or no?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You guys did?
I've been following him since the
'Cause
first song. Well, like
this is-
keeping up with since the first song that he came out with, because he did, dude. Like it's so weird. Like he did this. It was like a kind of like an on the radar, but for a song that's already out. Essentially, it's kind of like that, and you can kind of set up your own thing and do it how you want to do it. And he like did it with his whole family sitting at a table, and like his grandma's like rapping the lyrics and shit. It was like.
he said, my bad. He said, wedding cake and my blunt with no bride yet.
Yeah, that shit is
Wedding cake on
fire
my bone, no
for no
bride.
reason.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
shit-
gonna lie. He's hard.
And I like the video too. Shout out Lyrical Lemonade, bro. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
That-
the video.
Cole Bennett
the
is
video
just-
is so tough.
Cole
I didn't watch
Bennett-
the video. I just heard the song.
Cole
the
Bennett
video,
is the
though.
toughest. Like, bro, this man
Pe-
records
people-
off an
some People have a
iPhone.
problem with him, but
Does he still?
It says every video shot by iPhone,
Oh.
which is so insane.
No,
I don't
well,
know if this
no,
one was.
No,
but
it depends. So no, because they did a behind the scenes. He did like 3 videos back to back for Yachty, and
always
they
does
did a
Yachty.
behind the scenes for it. No, Cole Bennett, he has a fucking movie crew coming in, but he's directing everything and
Yeah.
whatever. Maybe if it's like an iPhone thing, maybe then he's doing that, but he's not doing that for all of them.
definitely not for all of them, but the ones he says like shot by iPhone. I
Yeah,
would believe it.
those one probably.
But
and
it
whatever.
looks
Takes
good.
a long time to edit though. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
but
He's got the crew
no,
for that.
No, but like when he did like it was the did you ever see the video for Tesla by Yachty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they did a behind the scenes for that. It was like a 12-hour shoot in this house
Crazy.
all day, whole crew all in that place. Like and Cole Bennett was directing, and then he also he wasn't directly hands-on editing, but he was in the bay, the edit bay while they were working on it and stuff. So he's the one who's crafting the whole thing,
Right.
but the productions are getting too big. You can't do that yourself.
No,
it's
no,
just
hell
too
no.
much. Now this video, like the Yachty one, where it's one location, it's just with the white background.
Mhm.
Yeah, he could do that himself. But
Easy.
like with all these different locations and and it's too much for one person.
But honestly, though, I would believe if he had help on this video either or, because if you watch the music video, the new music video, Ian and Lali Lali, crazy edits. I like the edits a lot in that video.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Shit's hard, dude.
Yeah.
Cole Bennett's he's tough, man.
Cole Bennett's tough.
Yeah.
Cole Bennett's tough as fuck.
Dude.
Chill ass dude too.
He's the man. But we'll call it there. This is episode 25 of the Rap Cave podcast. Again, I'm with the boys. I'm with the team, the crew. Catch us live tomorrow. We're recording this on a Friday. It's dropping on a Saturday. So I guess today we will be downtown in Detroit. So if you are in the Detroit area, come through. We're doing trivia. We're doing a whole bunch of content. We got our first merch drop, our first official merch drop. You can be one of the first people to have a Rap Cave merch. So tune in. Again, it'll be all over our socials, so tap in there. You'll see the boys there, get to interact, kick back, chill. Shout out to Colin and everybody that's putting on the event, man.
Corey.
Yeah, Colin and Corey. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. Our first live appearance, man. It's gonna be first of many, so I'm excited. Tap in with that. Stay tuned for the Rap Cave Olympics. That is coming soon. And then what else we got? I think we got some other stuff in the tuck, but I think those are the main things to promote for now.
Top secret.
Yeah, top secret. The rest is
non-disclosure.
The rest is top secret. We got some clips coming that'll make me look way better too. Amer's gonna get on that. But in the meantime, I'm your boy Chris Platte, again with the crew. I got Crisp Apples, Money Mur, Birdie, Potty, man, you did your thing today. Don't let the haters say you got to flesh some things out, but you did your thing today. I'm proud of you.
Let me flush them out.
Yeah. We gonna wrap up the podcast. We're gonna have some fun. Everybody have a good, safe weekend. Be smart. Don't do anything I would do, but if you are doing what I would do, do it as smart as me. I'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Peace.